Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and today we are finally beginning Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So yeah, a bit of backstory before we get into this one. For those who might be aware, because over the years, I've had various channels and whatnot, and a few of you guys are still following me at this point. But I did do reactions, and I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Seasons 1 and 2 many years ago. I believe it was 2017 at this point. And I never released any of them because I just kind of held on to those videos. I did a big binge of GX after Duel Monsters, and I only did the first 2 seasons, and suffered a bit of burnout at that point. But I never released any of them, and in 2018, I ended up having a hard drive crash, and those videos have been long lost since. And because of that, I've not really had an idea of what to really do with GX. Did I just continue on at Season 3? Did I, wait until I get my hard drive fixed? Did I redo them at some point? I honestly wasn't sure. And I've had various talks about it for a while, but I figured that, if enough time had passed and I still hadn't come to a conclusion, I would just redo it, because it's been 8 years at this point since those reactions were first recorded, and I specifically stayed away from GX because of that, due to uncertainty. Like, I've watched a few episodes here and there over the years, but I've very specifically stayed away from most of the series, and I've specifically just kind of kept my Yu-Gi-Oh! Watches to Duel Monsters at this point. But I figured, 8 years of time have passed. It feels like long enough to where it probably is appropriate to react to the show again. And I figured out how I'm going to do this. So again, a lot of uncertainty was there, but I've spoken about it with my set guy and everything, and we've come to the conclusion that I will do the first 2 seasons of GX as I did them before. I'm going to do the first 2 seasons of GX in dub, and then for Season 3 and all the new content, the last 2 seasons, we're going to be switching over to sub. So I'm assuming that, Season 3 and 4 are pretty connected in that regard. Regardless of either way, we have to switch over anyway, because the final season of GX was never dubbed to begin with. So Season 4, that is just, probably a lot of dub exclusive viewers haven't even seen that season of GX. And, the show never got its proper conclusion in the dub. And then they did the same thing, I think, for around 5Ds, which is pretty funny as well. But, yeah, so that's a thing. But, I'm excited to get into this, it's been a long time, like I said. Like, I will have some muscle memory here and there, and I may remember some events, but it's not a case of I am fully fresh in all of these. I know what's going to happen. I know everything that's going to happen. I know how the duels, the plotlines are going to go. Specifically, again, it's not that case, but I'm excited to get into this. I do have one thing relating to GX, though, I can actually show off. I forgot to grab it, but, let's see here. This is just something kind of funny I do own. It's nothing serious, but I do own, like, a little, like, advertisement, newspaper thing for GX. It's got, I guess, a combination of GX and, Duel Monsters in here. It lists, I believe, like, a big number of the cards released at the time, which is kind of cool. It has, like, a bunch of the cards for the various players in the game and all of their archetypal stuffs. It's pretty fun, little thing that I just picked up over the, I think a couple weeks ago I actually picked it up, so it's a nice little knick-knack to have. But, yeah, simple stuff there. But, either way, I'm excited to get into this. We are going to be doing, I'm not sure, I believe either episodes, like, I don't know, probably like 1 and 2, I believe it's the first set. But I have some time today, so I may go over that for this one, because given that I have watched a majority, I have watched the first 2 seasons in full before, I do want to get through GX Season 1 and 2 pretty fast, and then, sets will be made for Season 3 and 4 later on. But, yeah, either way, guys, I'm excited to get into this. Like I said, for 8 years I've been undecided what to do with GX. We're just going to get back into it. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Does feel pretty relevant right now anyway, because, like, for the first time, Konami has, like, they've released something related to GX. I'm not actually sure what that is. I haven't looked it up yet. But they did, like, a remaster thing of the series. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But either way, that's fun. But I thought in the end I'd just do, the originals anyway. It's what people are most familiar with. And For a while now, I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I've been rewatching Duel Monsters. Duel Monsters is literally going up on YouTube right now in full episodes, if you didn't know. So any fans of that show can probably find them right now. They're in Battle City, I believe. And that takes me back to the days of, you could find like 1, 2, 3 part episode videos of like all the shows ever, like back in the early days of YouTube, those were the days, man. That was the classic experience. But yeah. Either way, guys, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. This is going to be a unique series for sure, but let's do it. Alright, guys, episode 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's time for a new adventure in Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go. Jesus. Turn that way, way down. Alright.
I got my deck, I got my gear, and I got about 2 minutes to get to the Duel Academy entrance exams before they start. Oh well, at least since I'm not a student yet, they can't throw me in detention hall for being late.
No, but you could just not go at all.
Coming through. How you doing?
Expulsion, big time before you even enter would be pretty funny.
At your back.
Oh man. Oh yeah, let's go!
Sorry.
Yugi! The king of games!
You're a duelist, aren't you?
Someone this famous
Yep,
just not
I'm
getting
just
rushed
going
by
to
a
try
crowd
out
every
the
day? Preposterous.
You don't say.
Yeah. hey, you're...
Why don't you take this?
Oh my God.
Something just tells me that it belongs with you.
Huh? Wow, for real?
Good
They're
luck.
being so coy
Hey,
about
wait.
not showing his
Thank
face.
you. I'll make you proud.
So I did want to say, I believe GX takes place like a decade after Duel Monsters, so this is Yugi. He has now grown up. He is voiced by Dan Green now. He sounds like a Tem. Yeah, that should be Yugi, not a Tem. He is long gone at this point. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Coy not to show the OG characters because I don't know. Shows was silly back then.
What was that?
Nice.
Oh, the exam! I can't be the next king of games if I'm late to the games.
Sure. Ah, here we go. Peak, 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 peak. This is definitely one of the peak anime openings. Ah. I don't remember too much about the intro, but I know it was absolute peakness. Yep. Such a contrast to Duel Monsters. They had no lyrics at all in that one. I don't know how they went this hard. From Duel Monsters to this opening, like, who made this happen? And how can I thank them? Like, actually. Better play your cards right. Get your game on. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Released weekly as well, so imagine going from like Duel Monsters final episode to this, and that intro plays. Like, that's a whole new level of hype.
And have fun at Duel Monsters Community College.
Oh, we got this dude. Wait. Is this a guy? Is this a guy or a girl? I don't remember.
Oh, man. I can barely concentrate with all these Academy kids staring at me, judging me. What I wouldn't give to already be enrolled in a school like them.
Peak.
Last call for all Academy applicants.
Alright, we got some Baby Dragon. We got
Well, ladies,
Big
that's
Shield Gardener. Got some familiars in there.
it. Mark all the no-shows, no-shows.
I don't know what the orange rank means.
I'm no-show.
I don't remember ever seeing orange ranks, to be honest.
Count Jaden Yuki is present, thank you. Well, just so long as I don't lose my grip.
Wow. Yeah, on the orange rank Blazers is not something I remember.
Wow, look at him go.
Yep.
All right, new guy.
Wow,
Multiple
wow,
choice.
wow.
You got two monsters staring you down.
We've really got
Do
some
you A,
Kaiba
throw in
Yugi
the
monsters
towel,
here.
B, beg for mercy, or C, run home to mama.
I'll go with D. None of the above.
The trap?
Exactly. You see, with Ring of Destruction, I can destroy any monster on the field that's in attack mode.
Yeah.
And then we both take damage equal to that monster's attack point.
They completely ruined Ring of Destruction, man. You can't end a duel with it anymore. It's such bullshit.
Clever move, applicant. Welcome to the academy.
Thank you.
Like,
oh,
with how
wise
easily you can
drunk
negate cards these days, it's so dumb.
That's pretty good, don't you think, Chaz?
Guess the rumors about him being some kind of whiz kid were true, huh, Chaz? Huh?
He's a punk. We went to dual prep school for the past 3 years. We're ready for
His
the academy.
blazer's quite a bit
These
darker
kids don't
than
know
the
what
other
they're getting
two.
into, but they'll learn the hard way, the Chaz Princeton way.
Wow.
Wow, that last guy really tore it up.
Yeah, Bastian Masawa. They say he got the highest score on the written exam of all us applicants.
Nice.
Wow. I just barely passed.
Yeah, me too. My name's Cyrus, by the way. Nice to meet you. I kinda have a thing where I get test anxiety. I don't know how I won my match.
I like Cyrus's
So you're
hair.
in.
It's fucking all over the place.
Congratulations. I'll be in too as soon as I win my duel.
Like
Wait, you
Jaden's
haven't
hair
dueled
is
yet?
not very
Nah, then you might
Yu-Gi-Oh.
have a problem. I think this was supposed
Cyrus's
to be the last
hair
one.
is very, very Duel
Looks like
Monsters.
we have
It's
a
very
pretty good
Yu-Gi-Oh.
crop this year.
Yes, indeedy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but one last applicant has arrived to take his exam, Mr. Crowler.
Did you just call me mister?
Oh, sorry, I'm new here, Mrs.
Wow.
I have a PhD in dueling. I've earned the title doctor, thank you. Now, tell the truant that he'll just have to come
A
back
fucking
next year.
PhD in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dr. Crowler. We have time for one more.
Maybe by today's
Give this
standards,
duelist his shot.
but,
He was just a bit late,
but not in the
that's all.
Fusion era.
Late is rude. I've no time for slackers. Hello? And who, may I ask, is...
It's Shepard.
Ah, Chancellor Shepard.
Nice.
Just calling to make sure that everything's running smoothly, Crowler. Wouldn't want a repeat of what happened last year.
Ah,
When you cut a third of our student applicants for some ridiculous reason. What was it? Calling you Mr. or Mrs.? Whatever.
Wow.
Just make sure everyone gets a fair shot.
How'd he keep his job after that?
absolutely. Furry-chinned windbag.
Damn.
Doesn't he realize that there are enough talentless flunkies at this academy? But he's the boss, and if he wants to give this scrimshanker a duel, fine. Pardon me, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
But who's gonna be the boys' dueling proctor, and what exam deck shall we use?
Oh, leave that to me.
I'd love to learn more about the exam decks and what they kind of,
Tight
what they
duel,
consider
Bastion.
like beginner level
Thank you.
decks
From
in
the
this
looks of it,
universe.
you might just be the second best duelist here.
Because whoever like Bastion was playing was like a stall tactic of some
Go
kind.
time! Wish me luck, guys!
I doubt it'd have Exodia.
Wait. Huh? If I'm the second best, who's first? Yours truly. It's what I'm best at.
You run fucking elemental heroes,
so
bro.
sure of himself.
You
Wonder
do
if
not.
he's really that
You do
good.
not.
He's
You have
going to
not.
need to
You have
be.
not earned
Look
that
who he's
kind of
dueling.
confidence.
All right, test time. So, son, your name?
That fucking disc is so extra.
Jaden Yuki.
What the hell is that?
Jaden Yuki. I'm Dr. Valian Crowler, Department Chair of Technique
Did they,
here at Duel Academy.
Wow, a
Did
department
they ever
chair.
make
I
like a
had no
toy of
idea.
the
From how you were
chest,
dressed,
the chest
I was
strap
thinking you were some
dual
kind of weird
disc?
academy mascot, like a majorette or a cheerleader.
He looks it. Honestly, he looks
Now
it.
he mentions it.
This kid's got some lip, huh, Chaz?
Dual vest on.
Like, what the actual hell is he wearing?
Hey, that's pretty
That
sweet,
that disc
How
is
do
so
I get one of
dumb.
those cool blue dual blazers?
Oh, a lot of hard work and extremely high marks. Of course, you first have to get into Duel Academy, and I intend to make certain that won't be happening.
Well, I'm ready.
So let's duel.
Here goes.
Oh my god. See, like this is like, god, this is the problem with like the GX decks. Like, look at this, man. This is the first hand you see in the entire anime, and he still nearly bricked himself. Like, look at this. If he didn't draw that monster right there, this match might have well have been over. So dumb. So dumb, the elemental hero decks.
Sweet. I'm gonna summon Elemental Hero Avian in defense mode.
Yeah.
I'll also throw down a face down. All right, get your game on.
Yes, very good. Don't tell me what to do.
Petty.
After all, since I'm using my own personal deck, rather than one of those test ones, I'll be calling all the shots. I'll fail that insolent little brat and send him home in no time. All right, for this first move, I think I'll start nice and easy. I choose to play the spell card, Confiscation.
Okay, so what to do?
What it does is allow me to pay 1,000 life points for the chance to peek at your hand and toss one of your cards into the graveyard.
It's definitely a lot worse
Oh, yes,
in the
I
anime
remember
than
some
like
of these
IRL,
back
given
when
the
I
life
was
point
a naive
difference, but
rookie.
still a
Now,
sus
who
card.
shall I banish? Monster Reborn to the graveyard.
But anything that just lets you see your opponent's hand is silly.
Next, I'll lay 2 cards face down on the field. And last but not least, I'll play Heavy Storm.
Now that's a peak card.
This spell card destroys every other spell and trap card that's out on the field.
Alright, pop the draining shield.
Whoopsie, did you forget?
I actually
that you
don't
had
know
2
what those
trap
cards are
out on the
called.
field yourself?
Now, you mustn't speak out of turn, young scholar.
What's happening?
Nothing's happening. Not yet. But that's about to change.
Could somebody tell me what's going on?
The 2 trap cards that Dr. Crowler had on the field were called Statue of the Wicked. It's a special trap that creates a vicious token monster when destroyed. That's why he played Heavy Storm.
A card that strong couldn't be in one of the test decks. Crowler must be using his own.
Then this is over. No applicant could beat the deck of an expert like Dr. Crowler.
Invalid match, man. Invalid match. He's playing shenanigans.
What do you think, Chaz?
I think I'm gonna enjoy watching Crowler mop the floor with our mouthy little friend down there. I only wish he treated all the other second-rate duelists who apply to this academy the same way.
God damn.
What an elitist snob.
Honestly,
Some
what an
amateur
arsehole. I'm talking about Chaz. I know you're talking about Crowler, but Jesus.
I just hope we get to see that legendary rare monster Crowler has had stashed away in that deck of his.
Ready for your next lesson?
You bet! I can't remember the last time learning was this much fun.
Yes, well, I'm quite an excellent teacher, thank you. And now I sacrifice my 2 wicked tokens and summon Ancient Gear Golem!
I'm calling it, man. He stacked his deck. That was a perfect combo hand to get that monster out.
There it is.
I didn't see no shuffling.
Legendary
That
rare
was a stacked hand.
I'd say we're about to find out just what makes it so legendary.
Jesus Christ! The golem is massive!
My legendary Ancient Gear Golem?
Oh, no way! I've always wanted
Honestly,
to
though,
take
the
one
bigger the
on.
monster, the better on it.
James
Like,
Blade
genuinely.
is nuts!
Always hype when the big monster comes out.
He's staring down that legendary rare monster like he doesn't have a care in the world. I guess that youth and inexperience have their benefits after all, huh, Alexis?
Come on, give it a rest, Zane. At least the kid's showing some backbone.
There won't be much left of it to show after this.
Golem attack! Mechanized melee!
The music, honestly, is so cool. This is some hype music for a card game.
Oh, Jaden's monster didn't stand a chance. His defense points were way too low. This isn't looking good.
And it's about to look a lot worse. When that Ancient Gear Golem attacks a monster in defense mode, the difference between its attack points and the defending monster's defense
It does
points
piercing
gets
damage.
dealt to the opponent as damage.
Just say it does piercing
That would
damage,
mean
bro.
Jaden's life points are gonna take a hit.
You'll need to over-explain it.
Don't feel bad. This is the top dueling school in the country. Some people simply aren't cut out for...
Boy, I really want to come to the school now. You really know your stuff, Teach.
Can't he take a hint? He will not be allowed to pass this exam. And he certainly won't be permitted to make a mockery of my deck.
Just look at him tremble. He must really be impressed by me.
Oh, you are completely off, man. You two are so far off the same wavelength, it's insane.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
I don't know why you add a card to your deck that you've never played before and it doesn't even run with it. But why not?
All right. I'll take that as a sign to play you. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I summon Winged Karibo in defense mode. And I'll place one card face down. Not bad, huh, Teach?
No, not bad, but you must understand I'm a master technician. A Karibo to me is rather pedestrian. Even one with wings, you see. Its defense points are still no match for my ancient gear golem. It's a textbook mistake, don't feel bad. Now let's proceed. With the legendary ancient gear golem, attack that Karibo with mechanized melee!
Bro didn't even look at the card. He's not even looking at his drawers.
Sorry, Winged Karibo.
Did anyone say cocky? Like, actually?
Check your gear, your life points haven't changed.
My gear's fine. On the turn Winged Karibo is destroyed, I take 0 damage.
Oof.
How about that? A technique the good doctor didn't know.
No one can be expected to know every technique, Alexis, especially one as obscure as that.
Yeah, well, that kid sure knew it.
I mean, he owns the card.
I guess your lame little monster saved you there.
Hey, slow down there, Teach. You may have beat him, but that doesn't give you the right to call him lame.
Oh yes, I forget how attached you new duelist gets
My
to your
god, look at his chin.
Yeah?
That
Well,
is
you
one
should
chin,
be,
alright.
because by attacking my Winged Karibo, you set off a trap card. One of my favorites, too. Hero Signal! And that brings out my second elemental hero, Burstinatrix!
Nice. And I'm sure we know where that's going.
My turn!
And he just drew his winning card right there.
Karibo, this next one's gonna be for you. Here goes nothing. First off, I'm gonna bring back Avian to my hand with the spell card, the Warrior Returning Alive. And now I'm gonna summon him to the field.
Oh, okay, another amateurish mistake. But this is good, this is good. Now, would anyone like to tell me what our little friend did wrong
Actually,
here?
I wasn't done yet.
Yeah, honestly.
See, I know my two heroes aren't very powerful by themselves, but if I can form them together, it's another story. And I have just the card to unite them.
Oh, yes.
Polymerization. Join Avian and Burstinatrix. Fusion Summon. There he is, the elemental hero, Flame Wingman. I hope your gear golem is ready for a clash of the Titans.
That's a great line, actually. A Clash of the Titans. Oh, that should have been the episode title.
I think you're dueling
I actually don't know what the episode title is.
But next time, try playing a monster that has more attack points than what's already out.
What's he mean?
He means that Wingman's attack points are no match for his Golem's 3,000. Shame too.
Yeah, how the hell
because
is that
when
confusing?
the Wingman destroys a monster, that monster's attack points are dealt as damage to its owner.
Wait, you mean they're deducted right out of his life points? Oh, that would have been a great way for Jaden to turn things around.
Well, if your friend's as good as he says he is, he might still find a way.
Wow, did we really seem like friends?
All right, young
Not really.
scholar. I don't mean to rush you, but I am a busy man. Are you done yet?
Of course I'm not done yet. And of course I knew my wingman had less attack points than your golem. That's why I have this. Skyscraper. Go!
The field spells are always a treat. I love to see just how far they actually extend to, right? like from the viewer's perspective, in the spectators in the anime, like how far is this skyscraper field spell going?
All right, Flame Wingman, go show those heroics and attack that ancient gear golem.
Fine with me. Bring him on. This silly little skyscraper fields card hasn't lowered my golem's attack level by 1 point.
Well, obviously that's not the purpose of it then.
You know what, Teach? You're right.
What just happened?
The skyscraper field hasn't lowered your golem's
What, did he
attack
hear that and
points.
fucking
What
give
it's
up?
done is raise my elemental hero Wingman's by a grand total of 1,000. Wait, time out!
GG.
Skydive Scorcher.
That's GG.
This can't be. He was my very best card.
Ow.
And because of my Wingman's superpower, the attack points of that golem are dealt straight to your life points. Sweet, huh?
No way.
GG. That's what we call GG, man. You got cocky. You had one monster and that's all you knew.
That's game. So I guess I passed the test, huh, Teach?
Yep.
Impossible. There's no way this delinquent could defeat me.
And suddenly all your credibility in front of all the kids is destroyed.
That kid's got a future here. Wow.
Honestly.
All right, yeah, Jaden!
Nice. I could use a little competition.
I made the academy! Mwah! I'm in! I'm in! Ha-ha! We're both in. And from here on out, you and I will be partners.
I don't know, that feels a little disrespectful because, like, your Wingman's the card that won you the game there, and you're choosing this random card, like, admittedly, the King of Games gave you, but still, a card that isn't even within your archetype whatsoever. Oh, but it is what it is. So I don't remember if Sonic X did that or anything, but yeah. It's like a weird thing for like 4Kids where they just reuse the opening theme for the ending theme as well. I know nowadays, of course, anime doesn't do that, but was that a thing back then, just in general? You know, outside like 4Kids dubbing well, like, you know, well, openings just used as both the OP and ED as well. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't think I ever noticed that before either, but I'm just watching that and I realized it. But yeah. That was our beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Very fine stuff, you know. It definitely... They did what they needed to, I feel like, in a singular episode, you know. Like, the first episode of the new series has to have a lot of... you know, similarities to the original episode that started Duel Monsters off, but in a way that also expands the lore of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just, you know, the franchise as a general, you know. You've got, like, the big opponent with the 3K, you know, beat stick meter, you know. You've got how the game has evolved over the time since Battle City, since, you know, since Duelist Kingdom, since the Orichalco stuff, you know. Whereas Duel Monsters arcs almost entirely consisted of just tournaments, you know, just big tournaments for prizes, cards, and whatnot. Here we've seen that the game has actually become a sport in its own way. It's become a literal career path. There are academies, there are schools now, all meant for the purpose of instructing people on Yu-Gi-Oh! Or as Duel Monsters, I should say. And, you know, it is interesting world building, but at the same time, like, with the benefit of hindsight, it definitely feels like this concept in general was far too early in the universe's, you know, franchise, because, like, you know, we're only in, like, the fusion era of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, we're only in the era where you know, no extra mechanics or anything have been introduced. Everything here is just new cards from built off of, you know, Duel Monsters Foundation. Like, we're still in the ritual, you know, fusion stuff. Like, Joey Wheeler, the guy who was always, you know, shown to be the deadbeat, he became, like, an expert level player in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just from a few tournaments, you know, in Duel Monsters. But here, it's a case of, like, we have academies, we have literal years of, you know, years of tuition of everything to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's all, you know, stuff you can learn on the fly, you know, like these kids right here, like, they know how to play the game, so the only real thing, I guess, for the school would just be to learn new cards, new combats, you know, I guess certain types of combos. So the concept of GX, of taking everyone to a school, feels far too, I'd say, early in the franchise's inception, you know, because nowadays, this concept makes much more sense when you've got Synchro monsters, XYZ monsters, Link monsters, you know, Pendulum monsters. Like, the game is insane today. There are so many new cards, so many combinations of cards. Like, yeah, if this was a thing in, like, I don't know, Arc 5, Vrains, I think is the one after that, like, I could definitely see this being a concept, you know, because, like, someone like me, I really don't know much about the game past the GOAT format era. You know, like, I kind of get nowadays, you know, like I said, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot recently, so I've seen kind of how XYZ monsters work. I get that. Synchro monsters, I think it's just like, you have to add up the numbers to make a synchro monster out of monsters that equal the same level or something, you know? But there are so many things here, like, you know, I've been trying to figure out Link monsters for, like, a week, and I still don't get how it works. Like, seriously. And we've evolved the game to a point now to where you've got, like, Pendulum monsters, so where now you have to combine, like, monsters and spell cards together because that is an archetype for some reason. Or not even like an archetype, that's just, like, how certain cards are for some reason. But also, even beyond that, there are monsters and archetypes where they have to be used in the spell and trap zone, but they're not even, like, Pendulum monsters. They're not half spell cards, half monsters. They're just monsters who go into the spell and trap zone, and that's their effect. Like, why? What's the point of that? Like, it's so fucking bizarre how you play Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. So, like, yeah, I don't have a clue. I don't get it. But the concept of, like, you know, let's just make an entire school for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, that would be much better suited to the absolute clusterfuck Yu-Gi-Oh! Is today. But, you know, as we have it right here, no. And keep in mind, like I said, this game's evolved in a decade. In a single decade, the game's really not changed mechanically whatsoever in universe. So, I mean, you really don't need an island for this, you know, but it is what it is, you know, like I said. They had Konami had no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be, you know, in modern day compared to when GX was releasing, so can't really complain too much about it, but it is still just, it's strange, you know, it's very, very strange where we've gone with this nowadays. But yeah, anyway, guys, fun start. We got introduced to a plethora of characters. Let's go on with episode 2. Alright, guys, we are back. Episode 2.
Attention, new Duel Academy students. If you look outside your windows, you'll see your new home away from home. Now, I know you're excited, but don't shove. Quite a sight.
Oh yeah, an entire island for learning Yu-Gi-Oh! Not even that, but a volcano island. That is, That looks like fun. That looks like fun. Very good place to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In a volcano. Why not? Oh yeah. Ah, great shot from episode 1. Love it. And a bunch of the OG elemental heroes. Love them. Actually, they suck, but you know. Yep, all these new cards to see him play. Now that we have actual archetypes and not just meshing a bunch of shit together. Even when this was coming out, that's what people did with GOAT format. How well do you think a GOAT format deck would do in this anime? To be honest, how good of a GOAT control deck do in Duel Academy in GX? It would. I feel like it would absolutely kill everyone.
And welcome, my students. I'm Chancellor Shepard, the headmaster here, and you are the best and brightest young duelists in the world.
Come on.
Now, please,
A little
get
respect.
yourself settled in at your assigned dorms. I think you'll find them quite comfortable, depending upon how you ranked, of course.
Well, I don't know about you, Sai, but it looks like I'm in the Slifer Red dorm.
That's cool. Same with me.
Hey, you in red too?
Well, now let's see here. Yellow sleeves, yellow buttons. I don't
Oh, I get it. So that's why Sai and I are
Honestly.
red.
Please don't tell me that you've just figured that out now.
So what? Ever think I'm colorblind?
Well, no,
That
actually, I
face.
didn't. Are you colorblind?
No, but I could have been. See you around the dorms.
I doubt that. Your dorm's over there.
They really did just convert an extra shed they had into the fucking
It's
dorm
like
room.
an outhouse with a deck.
You kidding me? Check out the view. This place is great. All right. This one here is our room, Sai.
How
It's
little?
kind of small, huh?
Like,
Hey,
with how
small
small
guy.
the dorm is, how little members?
Anyway, I like it.
Like,
This
how
will
many
make a
people are
sweet
allowed in
ad for
Slifer
our
Red
first
per
year
year?
Yeah,
Like,
kinda
honestly.
weird meeting at the entrance exams
You know?
and now roommates?
Like-
Think we were somehow connected to
Oh,
each other in
oh,
some ancient
oh.
life, Jaden?
Oh.
You know, like you were an Egyptian pharaoh and I was the guardian Seto?
You're about one series
offense,
too
but
late,
that's
man.
just lame.
You lost your
Well,
chance.
It could be true.
Forget it. They broke the molds when they made the two of us.
Yeah, for different reasons.
Sai, we're gonna have to work on that confidence. But
Yeah.
first, let's work on this path.
Hey, those were closed for a reason.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we didn't see you up there.
Well, can you see me now?
You're a handsome fella. Those are peak faces. Oh my god.
Stop you screaming! Who are you and what are you doing in my room?
Oh, sorry. My name's Jaden Yuki.
And I'm Cyrus.
We're your new roommates.
You're new, all right, so let me tell you how things work here.
What things?
Like when Parents' Weekend's gonna be?
Wow.
Like how the whole color thing works? That's more important than anything.
Yeah?
You got 3 different kinds of students here. Obelisk blue students,
Wow.
Rye yellow students, and Slifer red
What are these
students.
chimneys?
Now the blues are the highest ranked students. Some kids are blue because of grades, others through connections. The yellows are second highest, mostly younger students with lots of potential.
Wow.
Then there are us, the Red Wonders.
The Wonders. That's a cool name.
As in, I wonder how flunkies like us ever got this far, maybe.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
basically,
We're bottom
Jaden's
of the
here because of
barrel
pettiness.
here.
That's
Still
all
a
it
little
comes down
duds.
to.
Oh, I'm Chumley, by the way.
I mean, really, Slifer's the lowest for pettiness anyway, because, you know, Obelisk was Kaiba's top top one, you know. But in the even in the real life card game, Obelisk is the top god card, so it makes sense.
Red, baby.
Raw though.
Besides, the year hasn't
Ooh,
even
they fucked that
started
one
yet,
up.
So how can we be the worst?
Yeah, you're right, Jaden.
Red is for red hot.
Scorching, dangerous, hot. I'm like a furnace. Or a really big bottle of spicy salsa dip, right?
Lovely.
Wait, I'm not a dip? Wait up!
There's some kind of dual
Your
action
words.
going on in there.
How do you know?
I just know. It's over this way. I'm sure of it.
How can you be sure of it? Do you have some kind of sixth sense for dueling or something?
Ah, it's in the air, Cyrus. Can't you just smell it?
Maybe if today's pollen count was lower. Are you sure we should be in here?
Ah, too cool. Wow. This is the sweetest dueling arena I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
no
cool, I
kidding.
guess.
It looks completely state-of-the-art. I bet it would be amazing to duel here.
Well, let's find out.
Do you think we're allowed?
Sure, we're allowed. We're students here, and this is our campus, right?
Wrong. This is the Blue Obelisk's campus.
Oof.
And you Slifer Red rejects aren't welcome here. You got that?
Sure.
Check out the crest.
This is how the hierarchy works.
This arena's our turf.
Fair.
Sorry, we were just looking around. But we'll leave now, right, Jaden?
No, we don't have to leave. Not so long as one of you guys agrees to duel me. I'll be a guest duelist.
Hey, you're that kid.
Chaz, that applicant who beat Dr. Crowler is here. Check it out.
What was he doing?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Just
My name's Jaden.
chilling in the
And
crowd?
Chuz, was it?
His name's Chaz Princeton, and he was the #1 duelist back at Duel Prep School, so you make sure and pay the proper respects. Got it?
Yeah, he's gonna be the future king of games. The best duelist in the world.
Impossible.
I wonder if Yuki's retired by
You see,
now.
it's impossible for him to be the future king of games, because that's exactly what I'm gonna be.
Huh? A Slifer Slacker is king of games? That'll be the day.
Dude, he's literally only in this dorm because pettiness.
right.
That's it.
What do you mean there, Chaz?
He did beat Crowler after all. And that legendary rare monster of his. I suppose it takes some skill to pull that off.
Wow.
Got that right.
Or was it luck? I say that we find out right now.
Bring it.
This sure is a motley crew.
And here we've got our seasonal waifu.
Who is that?
Let's go.
Hey, Alexis.
Oh, yeah.
Have you come to watch me
Oh,
mop the
yeah.
floor with my new little friend Jaden here? It'll be a short duel, but an entertaining one for sure.
I'm here to remind you about the Obelisk welcome dinner. You're late.
Oh, yeah. Come on, guys.
Wow.
Sorry,
Honestly,
Chaz
there's
rubbed
never
you the
been a
wrong
more
way.
valid
All
reason
of
to
us
stop a
obelisks
game.
aren't like that.
Food.
He's just a jerk, especially with Slifers.
That's no big deal.
Oh?
Those types don't really bother me at all. Besides, I can beat them in one
Have
turn.
to work on that overconfidence.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, 2 turns, maybe 2.5.
With a deck of fusions, good luck, bro.
The Slifer welcome dinner's about to start, too.
Right, we better go, Sai.
Hey, wait up!
Oh, hey, what was your name again?
Alexis Rhodes, and yours?
The name's Jaden. All right, see you around.
Aren't you gonna introduce me?
Jaden?
As if. Shut your bitch ass up. Nice. Proper adequate, nice. Lovely banquets, foods.
Cheers to rock. Here, here.
Wow.
This is our fancy welcome dinner?
Forget that. Check out our headmaster. It's a cat.
Don't be dissing the kitty. Don't hate.
Hello, children.
I do not
I'm
remember this
Professor
guy's.
Banner.
Okay,
Now,
I was
before
just
we
gonna say I don't
eat,
remember
I'd
this
like
guy's
you each
name.
to tell us something about your.
This stuff's good.
We're supposed to say something about ourselves.
Okay, how about this? I'm starving.
He's definitely pretty rude, Jaden, I'll say. It's not coming from a place of malice, more naivete, but he's definitely a kind of rude.
Let's just eat.
Like, honestly.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll tell you, Professor Banner sure can cook. Wow.
Yeah, and he seems like a pretty nice guy as well.
With you there. He's good people. Thanks.
Hey, Chumley, want some tea?
Did I say I was thirsty?
Hey,
Speaking
he
of
just
rudeness.
asked if you wanted some tea. You don't have to snap at him.
That's okay, Jaden. I'm used to it.
Duh, tea makes you wet the bed.
Ooh.
Not that I do,
Damn.
or ever did. I mean, whatever. I'm trying to sleep.
Why are you trying to sleep in your school uniform? Like, oh god, oh, you're triggering me from that a little bit, honestly.
Don't think you're off the hook.
Take the
Tonight
blazer
at
off at
midnight,
least.
It's on. Oh, and why don't we make it interesting? Whoever wins gets the other guy's best card.
Cool. I guess I'll get to duel at that arena after
Sure,
all.
why not?
If that's Chaz you're dueling, all you got is trouble.
I'm not so sure this is a good idea, Jaden.
Good or bad, when someone challenges you to a duel, you gotta step up. There's no choice.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, 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 he shows.
You better believe it. There was no way I was gonna miss this.
Wait up.
Time to find out if you beating Dr. Crowler was a fluke or a fact.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out something else, too. Like which one of the two of us is really gonna become the next king of games.
Yeah, just make sure you have your best card ready to hand over when you lose.
You too.
I'm honestly
Now
not
get
even
on.
sure what an elemental hero deck's best card would even count as.
Duel.
Yeah, are we counting extra deck cards in there?
All right, slacker.
It's like they're completely unplayable to anyone else.
For my first move, I'll summon Reborn Zombie in defense mode.
Nice.
And I'll also place one card face down.
I guess that's one way to start a duel. But I'm gonna go a little bigger. Here goes.
Ah, you've got Thunder Giant as well in there.
Hey, good to see you, Winged Karibo. Maybe I'll use you later. But now...
Don't fucking announce it!
Use an Elemental Hero's Avian and Burst Dynatrix!
I would have gone with Thunder Giant personally, but to each their own.
Elemental Hero Flame Wingman in attack mode! I told you I'd start big, didn't I?
I was hoping you would.
Why's that?
Because that card I just played face down was a trap, slacker, that you set off. Chthonian Polymer, do your stuff.
What's Chthonian Polymer's stuff?
I had a feeling I'd find you guys here.
Wow, really?
Alexis?
Chthonian Polymer's a nasty trap. It allows you to take control of an opponent's fusion monster by sacrificing one of your own creatures.
Oh no! Jaden
In other
just summoned a
words,
fusion
he
monster.
put it in his
I
deck specifically for this
Reborn
duel.
Zombie to gain control of your wingman.
Oh, my monster!
Oh, that's pretty sick. Oh my god, that is beautiful. He gained a mouth.
You're so predictable.
Oh,
Jaden.
that's
You
really
wouldn't stop
sick.
talking about that wingman at the exam, so I knew you'd use him soon.
Still, since that wingman was a special summon, that means I'm allowed to summon another monster during my turn. Not that anything in my hand is a match for the wingman.
Go on, you slifer slacker. Play another monster. After all, I haven't forgotten the Flame Wingman's superpower.
Alright, I summon Elemental
It's an effect,
Hero
bro.
Clayman in defense mode.
Just call it an effect.
There, all set.
Yeah, set up to get knocked down. Rise, Chthonian Soldier. And now, Flame Wingman. Attack with Skydive Scorcher. And
Yep.
now, thanks to Wingman's superpower, your life points take damage equal to your destroyed monster's attack points.
Oh, that thing looks bloody threatening.
But don't think for 1 second that I'm done yet, slacker. Chthonian Soldier, attack, Windstorm Slash! Are you starting to know your place here at the Academy yet? Maybe you were somebody back at home, but here in the big leagues, you're nothing but a pathetic little amateur. Slifer Slime.
Bro, all it takes is
I'll end my
Raigeki
turn
and you're
with a
out.
face-down card.
Like,
Go ahead,
honestly.
slacker.
Or Lightning Vortex, you know?
Oh,
We're,
what wrong, baby?
we're good.
Are you crying?
This is too fun.
What?
Just what I came for. Man, I mean the trash talking, the action, it's all so great.
Wow.
What the?
I summon Elemental Hero Sparkman. All right, Sparkman. Now, attack with Static Shockwave.
Ooh, let's go. The animation going hard with that lightning effect. Nice.
Still think it's great, slacker? Because when Chthonian Soldier is destroyed, you receive the same amount of damage to your life points as I do.
Nice.
Difference is, you hardly have any to spare.
Nice.
It's just a matter of time, slacker. Your best card's about to be all mine.
This isn't over yet. I throw down a face down.
Play what you like. My next attack will finish off your life points. And that attack's coming right now. Go, Flame Wingman!
Not so fast. That was a trap card I just threw.
A trap?
It's Mirror Gate.
Then Jaden's still in this duel after all. Mirror Gate makes two monsters in a battle switch which side they're on. So now that
Does
Wingman
it?
is back with Jaden.
I thought that was the card that halved the opponent's attack points. So, yeah. I don't even think I know that card at all.
Oh yeah! Go, Wingman!
Well, maybe that's Mirror Wall or something.
just like you told me a while ago, don't forget my wingman superpower. You take damage equal to the attack points.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is sick. It actually uses lightning. Oh, I wish that was like a thing. Use like the attack of the enemy it killed for the effect. That would be really sweet.
School scum.
Jesus, scum.
Right, I activate Chthonian Blast.
Calm
now,
down.
Since you destroyed one of my monsters, I can destroy one of yours, and you take damage equal to half of its attack points.
Flame Wingman.
Now I activate the trap card, Call of the Haunted. It lets me select one monster card from my graveyard and summon it back to the field in attack mode. Rise, Infernal Warrior! But he won't be staying on the field for long, because I'm going to sacrifice him to summon Mephis the Infernal General.
Not bad.
1,800 points for a sacrifice.
You're something else, Slacker.
No
you know
thanks.
that? Acting all confident. But your lousy monsters won't get you out of this jam.
I know he's wrong, Karibo.
Please stop talking to your cards out loud.
Because Chaz doesn't know that my monsters and I, we have a bond. Speaking of...
Guys, we got company. Campus security. If they find us all in here, we'll get seriously busted.
What?
Yeah, day one as well.
We're all students here.
The rules say no off-hour arena duels. Chaz knows that, but let me guess, he didn't tell you.
Of all areas,
Come on,
man.
let's go. Well, Slacker. Looks like you lucked out this time.
You could have done this anywhere except the indoor building and you would have been fine.
I've seen what I came
Literally
here to see.
anywhere else
You're
would have done.
Sorry, Duelist. You beating Dr. Crowler was just a fluke.
Jaden, we gotta get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah,
He drew Monster Reborn.
Let's go.
He would have won.
This stinks. I had this guy on the ropes.
Come on.
You certainly are stubborn, Jaden.
Only about my dueling.
Thanks for showing us the back way out.
Sure. I'm sorry that you didn't get to finish your match with Chaz.
It's okay. I know just how it would have ended anyway.
Really? No offense, but from my point of view, it looked like it could have gone either way between you and Chaz when you guys stopped.
No way! Not after I drew this.
Yeah.
Huh?
GG.
With Monster Reborn, I summon Flame Wingman from the graveyard! Attack! Skydive Scorcher!
Oh, I really wish that would have been the conclusion to the episode. That would have been so peak. Second episode, bro's beating his kinda rival, whatever.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, wait up!
This is going to be one interesting year.
Sure. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if she's meant to be I'm pretty sure she's meant to be a second year, I think. Yeah, because like she already knows the campus, she knows the what is it? She knows like the back door exits and whatnot. Oh yeah, of course, she was in the crowd of everyone. Duh. I don't know. I think the first time I thought she was a first year with everyone else, but like, no, she was in the crowd watching the newbies play. Obviously, she knows like the back door entrances. She knows she's literally an Arbalist. So yeah, of course, Alexis like second year or whatever. But yeah, really cool episode there. We've established a pseudo rivalry in the stuff right now. We got the Chaz Princeton versus the Jaden Yuki. Pretty good stuff. I think I used to think Jaden's last name was Yuki. I was hearing that wrong, but no, it is Yuki. And yeah, really good. Like I said, we've got a majority of our cast right now, you know. I do like how we are building up again, how the rank system works within Duel Academy. You know, we've got the prejudice, you know, against like the lower ranks. We've got how the hierarchy overall works. Slifer bottom set, you know, raw middle, and obelisk blue. I'm okay with that because blue is my personal favorite color, if you didn't know. And, you know, it works out. It works out, you know. It feels like there probably are at least some, like, health violations in that, you know, in that Slifer dorm, you know. Just the size of the thing makes me wonder, like, how many students are even allowed to be in that dorm, you know, because I guess that was like a refurbished shed or whatever by the size of it, like, you know, there's a lot of different things there. But, no, I really did like this, you know, I liked how we got to this. We did continue the last episode with it seems like the pseudo reputation Jaden now actually has in the academy as a whole, since a majority of the current students will watch him, that duel with Crowler, and obviously that's going to be a big hit to his ego. That's going to be a big thing for Jaden. You know, the Flame Wingman, you know, like, okay attack points, but it has a very cool effect, especially in a game where 4K is the starting limit of life points. Like, that can end games very, very quickly. And yeah, you know, like I said, it was just really fun. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, so we got our rivalry right here. We've met our Alexis, you know, who's got a fascination with Jaden right now. Obviously, he's like nothing like the other people in the school. Gives no care about ranking, gives no care about, you know, general just hierarchy of the school. You know, no smart talk or anything. He's just a guy who is simple, wants to play a game that he loves, and, you know, just wants to have fun with people who love the game as much as him. So, you know, he's definitely caught her attention. We'll see if anything can come of that, you know. I don't remember too much happening with those two, but at the same time, I've only, you know, have some memories of half the series, you know, so I mean, there's probably gonna be some more development there if I had to guess, because the only explanation for him not getting Alexis is he's gay, you know, and I doubt we'd go that route. You know, otherwise he's just straight up stupid. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to continue. I think I'm going to make this set a bigger one for the Patreon, guys, and I might just post this video as 1 and 2 for this on YouTube, because I was recommended to either do 1 to 2. Yeah, I was recommended to do 1 to 2 for the first set and 3 to 6 as the second set. But for, you know, like I said, because these are like non-blind reactions, I think I'm going to combine this into 1 to 6 for Patreon, and then I'll do those 2 sets for the YouTube stuff. It makes it a little bit easier in the editing. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to do my cut, or, you know, I'm going to end the video off for you guys, but yeah, good stuff. Alright guys, we are back, so let's continue on with episode 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Oh, I forgot how loud that is. Good lord.
Duel monster cards can be grouped into normal monster cards, fusion monster cards, ritual monster cards, effect monster cards, trap cards, and spell cards.
So much more these days. This is like a scene, a time capsule of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cards can be separated into normal spells, continuous spells, equip spells, quick play spells, ritual spells, and field spells.
Perfect! Well done, Alexis. Of course I wouldn't expect anything less from one of my blue obelisks.
Yes, wow. Dr. Crowler.
Nice.
Now, who should we question next?
Oh,
Cyrus Truesdale.
Is Alexis first year?
Explain to the class what a field spell is.
I thought she was like second year because she was already like suited up in the first episode, right?
The thing that is
Even pre-duelers know the answer to this, you slifer slacker.
Wow. Wow.
I know. It's
Jesus, they're way too into this.
Relax, you totally got this.
I think not. Sit down. Now, would someone please give me the answer? Preferably someone not wearing red, thank you.
Wow. Notice it's only the obelisks that are laughing at that.
I mean, all the slifers look bad.
You know something, Teach? Huh? You really shouldn't go and make fun of us slifers like that.
Honestly.
I mean, I'm a slifer and I beat you, so when you make fun of us...
really?
You're really making fun of yourself.
Like, you... What the fuck was that face?
I will not tolerate this slip at my school for another second. I'll see to it he's taken down.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, like you're just straight up bullying, you know, picking favorites, all that shit. And you lost to the guy. You lost to a goddamn Slifer, and he's only in that dorm because of you for pettiness. There is no way that exam would he have been put in Slifer had it not been for you, bro. You know? Oh my god. Yeah, this intro's a little loud. I'm just using like website rips for this one. I didn't use like a torrent or anything. So, you know, audio balancing and whatnot, it's a little worse than what I'm usually used to, but it's a very old show, so I mean, take what you get. Intro though, still peak at our peak. Come on and get your game on. Hell yeah.
So, as some
Love
of you
it.
students know, my name is Professor Lyman Banner.
You've got that hair, man.
I specialize in some of the lesser-known tactics and strategies in the world of duel monsters. Some that a few
Really?
might even consider to be unnatural. Duel alchemy, for example. By the way, thanks, Jaden.
Sure, no prob. For what?
Duel
It's sticking
alchemy?
up for me.
What?
Uh-oh. I'm thinking that I might have to do it again in a second.
Cyrus?
Wow.
Yeah? Do me a favor and grab Pharaoh, would you? Pharaoh? Unless you are minoring as a scratch post.
What? Wow. To be fair, that's genuinely kind of funny. Like, if I was Cyrus, I would laugh at that myself. That was kind of just, that was just funny.
My class like that. It'll be the last mistake he makes at this academy.
You are definitely one fruity bloke.
Ah, the big kiss-off.
God. What the Just what?
I wonder where Sai is.
Now to plant the bait, where Jaden will be sure to find it. Ah, his shoes.
Does no one lock their lockers anymore? That face. So creepy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Fonda Fontaine.
Oh my
I'll be
god,
your
your
gym
voice is
instructor
just
for this
awful.
semester. You ready to sweat?
I could not with that voice, no.
Hey, those are Jaden's sneakers. Guess he's still borrowing my locker.
Do you not get your own? Did he not get his own locker? Is Crowler that
This
petty?
isn't Jaden's. Someone wrote me a letter?
Oh my god.
Wonder what it says. Since the moment I first saw you, I've been in love with you? Meet me tonight behind the girls' dorm, endearingly, Alexis Rhodes?
See, now what he said isn't entirely inaccurate.
Boy, this sure is a lot better than what my mom usually writes me.
But well, we're way too early into this show, you know.
Please be mine.
No chance in hell.
I'm yours.
Like, of all the people as well, we had to do one of his obelisks like that.
All yours if you want it. I'm done.
Sai's gonzo. Yeah, he just left, and he was in a real good mood, too.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Those pheromones, man.
That really doesn't sound like Cyrus.
He is all over the place.
Alexis, I'm coming for you, my darling. I'm coming.
You gotta get to the fucking Blue Dawn by boat? Jesus, man. Such an impractical island, I swear to God. Oh my god,
Hey,
Ninja.
Alexis, want to chill out in the obelisk wading pool? No, thanks. We'll wade and the guys will rage. I'm not in the mood for a game of tackle Marco Polo.
Hello? Girls' dorm? No guys allowed, remember?
It's an island of
Thanks
teenagers.
to that faux love
Imagine
letter I
thinking
wrote.
they'd follow the
Jaden will
rules.
show up looking for Alexis, but all he'll find is trouble instead. Once he arrives, I'll snap a picture of him. And then I will have caught him red-handed breaking campus rules. He will be ruined.
And they would ask you, where'd that picture come from? And the whole plan would be fucked. Just saying.
Can you believe what that Jaden kid said to Dr. Crowler in class today? He's got some nerve to talk to a teacher like that. Completely disrespectful. Don't you think, Alexis?
He was disrespecting a student. Like, actually.
What? Him? Cool?
He was literally standing up for his peer.
That talk, maybe.
I think he just might. Still, I won't know until I duel him myself.
Yeah, that's...
Right into my
Ironically, for a Yu-Gi-Oh series, this guy's hair is a lot more wild than Jaden.
That's not Jaden! It's that stammering field spell nitwit!
Who's there?
I am not a boy! I'm a man!
There's so much worse!
You don't know me! You don't know me!
Not one of the moments to brag about your adultery.
Let go, please!
Oh damn, they got him quick.
Not until you tell us why you're here. And it better be good.
A love letter from Alexis? You've got to be kidding.
Yep, ask her.
Hello,
Wow.
like, Alexis is really tall and you're really short. She's really good at dueling and you're really not. She's really hot.
But it's true.
All
Just
fair
tell
points.
them,
Those are
Alexis.
all
I even
accurate
have the note
deductions.
right here. Look, see?
Cyrus, my name's not even spelled right there.
Sorry, Cyrus, but I think someone is
The
yanking
teacher
your
can't even
chain.
spell his own
So
students'
then you
names.
don't love me?
Get fuck Crowler.
Wait a second. This note is made out to Jaden Yuki.
What? Jaden?
Wow.
But
Now that's just cringe as hell. How did you not see that?
so I can't even get a fake love letter.
A letter on his
Sorry,
shoes.
Cyrus.
Me
His
too.
name is signed.
I don't
Oh
buy it.
god.
What?
He could have written the note to have an excuse to come here.
What are you saying? That we should report him for trespassing then?
But I was invited.
To be fair, it's very... How many people wouldn't be able to spell Alexis like that, you know?
Down. Hurry.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. And he suddenly became the most lucky guy on the island that night.
You guys are heavy.
Beg your pardon?
Maybe you're just brittle.
How are you...
Gee,
How are you
sorry,
complaining
Miss
about that,
Fontaine. We'll
man?
make sure to keep a lid on things.
There's no better way to
I
die.
should hope so. It's nearly midnight, and I have Pilates in the morning.
Wow.
So what now?
I'll tell you what now, girls. I say we use Sai here as a kind of bait to find out what we were wondering about before. Just how good Jaden really is, and I think I know just how we can get him to show us his best.
To be fair, you know literally like one card in his entire deck that's good right now.
We have your roommate Cyrus. If you want him back, come to the girls' dorms now. Alone.
Oh, Cyrus.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You try to expel one kid, and the entire world turns against you.
I love Growler, man. Oh my god, he might be my favorite character at this point. He is such a fucking
You're a
meme.
little late.
Honestly. Oh yeah, peak. Crowler is just peak at this point, like non-ironically.
Hey, so what exactly is going on here?
Well, to make a long story short, I'm basically a big loser.
Your friend here
Fair.
trespassed into the girls' campus.
Is that true, Sai?
Hey, it's not like that.
And now that you're here, Jaden, you're trespassing too.
No,
That's
no,
right, so-
no, that doesn't work. No. You sent evidence. You sent him a message saying his friend was kidnapped. No, this doesn't work. It's not blackmail. He's got you on the pincer right now, girls. No.
If you don't want us to turn you in, you're gonna have to win your freedom by beating me in a duel right now.
Not how that
But if you
works.
turn us in, we'll be expelled.
Don't worry, Sai. I won't let that happen. Now let's duel, Alexis.
It's actually crazy. Like, every girl in the school called him, and none of them are gonna turn him in.
I hope you know what you're doing, Jaden.
Like, Alexis really is the top dog in this school.
Well. A Slifer versus an obelisk. Put him in his place, Alexis.
You can swim for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Duel.
I don't remember at all what Alexis uses, honestly.
Here we go.
All right, let's see.
Okay, fusion deck again.
H-Wall Cyber, rise!
Yeah,
And I'm also going to play one card face down.
I have no idea about these cards, honestly.
Throw down. First, yes, I'll summon the elemental hero Sparkman.
Yep.
And now, I'll have him attack your Etoile Cyber with Static Shockwave!
Hold it right there. I activate the trap card Double Passé. Double Passé changes your monster's attack to a direct attack on me. And now, my monster that you were about to attack gets to wage a direct attack on you.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, and when Etoile Cyber attacks someone directly, her attack points increase by 600.
Okay, that makes pseudo sense then, I guess.
Jaden!
Not the best move, but it's a move.
That Alexis is something else. Sacrificing her own life points just so that she could get to mine.
So you impressed?
You know, save a monster.
Impressed? I think I'm in love.
You're sweet.
Damn.
Too bad I have to crush you. Now then, where were we? Ooh. I play Blade Skater.
Yeah, like, none of these cards are ringing any bells for me.
And I activate the spell card Polymerization to fuse Etoile Cyber and Blade Skater together to summon Cyberblader.
God, that's just one thing I hate about the anime. Like, I know it's like animation, like we gotta see all the monsters with the holograms, which is cool. But like from a player perspective, I hate they just summon the monster, then fusion summon. Like, you could get an extra monster out and call it game from that. Like, why? Why are you making bad plays on purpose? Seriously, it's just 10 years in the future. You guys are literally studying this game to be good players, and like, it's just, enrages me. Just summon the damn card and then play another monster and call it a night.
Now, Cyberblader attacks Sparkman with Whirlwind Rage!
Well, so much for him.
Don't know how you guys are staying on those boats so well.
Yeah, you got him now. I knew when this kid beat Dr. Crowler, it was just luck.
Well, it'll be my pleasure to prove you wrong. My draw. All right, perfect.
Cool.
I activate the field spell card
Fusion Gate. Yeah, but let's set that one as well.
Now I can summon fusion monsters without a polymerization card. And I'm gonna summon this one, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman.
Yeah, but it banishes the cards instead of
Okay,
sending them to the grave.
Like it's going to be
So defusion just messes you up with that.
Huh, Jaden? That's fine by me. Although, since they have the exact same attack points, they're just going to destroy each other.
Not after I play this, they won't.
Yeah, I don't think Flame Wingman's effect would go off in that circumstance.
Now, Wingman can take down any monster that has the same attack points as him and not be destroyed. And thanks to his superpower, once he destroys your blader, you take damage equal to her attack points.
God, they are consistently calling the effect a superpower.
Someone hasn't done their homework.
What? How did she survive my Wingman's attack?
Can't be beat by battle.
Cyberblader's special ability makes it so she can't be destroyed by an opponent with only one monster.
Like, that's even weird. They just called it a special ability.
Neither of us lose any life points.
Why is Wingman getting special treatment?
Well, I guess you got me.
Oh, when I get you, Jaden, believe me, you'll know it.
Hot.
Like right now, for example.
Her hair's way longer there.
Fusion weapon to Cyberblader.
Oh, well.
I think you might want to brace yourself for this one, Sire.
What was that card called? Get fucked?
Blader, attack the Flame Wingman with Trident Shot. Uh-oh. Your life points are looking pretty low. Hope you didn't unpack your bags here yet.
Yeah, because if you lose, you're both getting expelled.
You guys are way too happy about that.
That's not gonna happen, Sai. Promise.
You shouldn't make promises you can't deliver.
I hope I'm not making a promise I can't
Lol.
deliver. The only card I have out is Fusion Gate. But there's still a chance I can win. It just all depends on what I draw right here, right now. Ah, here goes. Perfect.
It's the card he would have won with last time.
Elemental Hero, Clayman, rise up! And now I activate Monster Reborn. So come on back, Elemental Hero Sparkman!
What difference will he make? My Cyberblader has way more attack points than him. Your Sparkman won't stand a chance.
He won't, but with Fusion Gate's special effect, I can fuse him and Clayman together to summon someone who will. Rise, Elemental Hero Thunder Giant!
Here we go. Oh, let's go! His Thunder Giant's theme is sick! Yes! Hell yeah. What's more effective on a wall, in the pond? Fucking lightning, baby.
But my Cyberblader's attack points are still higher at 3,600.
Yeah, I know. But one of Thunder Giant's abilities is that he can destroy any monster whose original attack points are less than his own.
Wait, original attack points?
That's right. Attack points without any kind of enhancement.
But before I played Fusion Weapon, her attack points were just 2,100.
Exactly. And that's lower than my hero Thunder Giant, so your blader is automatically destroyed.
Oh, that is sick. I love how to use the Giant's insane height.
Alexis, I still have his attack left to use on you. Voltic Thunder!
Yep. And that's GG. Keep in mind, these are holograms, by the way.
What just happened?
Yeah! Alright, looks like that is game. Well, a deal's a deal. I won, so we get off free.
Okay, guys, I won't back out. We'll keep quiet about what happened tonight.
Well, if you ask me, I think we should turn both of them in right now.
Well, no one asked.
So you're a liar.
Alexis?
Jaden beat me in the duel fair and square, and that's all there is to it.
Well, there's more to it than that. It was close. Yeah, you got game.
She came the closest out of anyone so far.
Later.
Actually took out Wingman, which so far has been his staple.
Even if I did win, I could never have turned those two in. This place is a lot more fun with them than without.
Nice.
I've never seen Alexis act this way before. I wonder, is she actually falling for that Slifer?
I'm kind of shocked they're alluding to this this early, actually.
Lucky brat. He escaped this time, but I'll still find a way to expel him. After I find a way home.
Like, actually, god damn, your stamina, Crowler, is genuinely insane. You spent like half the episode in the lake. That is just nuts. Great stuff, though. Great stuff. Let's go, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX! Great song, man. Any theme in OG doesn't even compare, you know. Alright though, guys. That was episode 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I like how now we're starting to branch from the typical formula that Duel Monsters set up. Because the first 2 episodes really do parallel Duel Monsters in a lot of ways, you know. First episode, you know, there's a lot on the line for the main protagonist, and he's up against a, you know, seemingly unbeatable 3K beat stick, which is pretty fun. Episode 2, you know, we set up rivalries in the show, and we have an established match with a lot on the line again. You know, Duel Monsters, it was a Granddad Soul. In this one, it was a rare card, which, you know, for Jaden, I still think is pretty up there what that card would actually count as. And it ended, you know, with the rivalry incomplete. The match was not finished, but it basically confirmed that the MC had it won. With Monster Reborn for Jaden, with Yugi, I think was just like it was like a fucking timer ran out or something. It was something stupid I think they did with him, but it went that route. So there's a lot of parallels between the first 2 episodes of GX with Duel Monsters, but now we are branching out from that formula because a lot of Duel Monsters in itself was just tournament arcs. A lot of serialized stuff of having to go to Duelist Kingdom, start a tournament and whatnot. Now that we're in like an entire academy based around the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We can't do the entire, tournament arc stuff, back to back anymore. So we are branched into its own thing now, which is pretty fun. And like I said, we do have a lot of establishments here, which is really nice. I like how we are continuing the theme that, like, Jaden has a pretty big rep at this point in the academy. Now that, he's beaten, like, one of, if not the main instructor of the academy in front of everyone, with him being on his A-game, main deck. Jaden has become almost a bit of a pseudo-celebrity on the island, despite being in the lowest ranked dorm, he's like the guy, he's the Slifer with the big Flame Wingman card, and like, a lot of people, especially like the top ranks, kind of want to check him out. You've got Jazz in episode 2, you've got Alexis here, who is obviously a lot more friendly than that. And it's really cool to see, and in this episode we did even push that forward by actually expanding Jaden's deck outside of the Flame Wingman, since first 2 episodes are very centric around that card. But here, the Flame Wingman was actually defeated, and we got to see more of the Elemental Hero deck, which, it's got some good cards in it, especially Thunder Giant, so that was really nice to see. I can't lie, I'm pretty surprised, and I wonder if they intentionally did this, like, as kind of like a joke, because, like, yeah, obviously we're on an island, an isolated island with teenagers, obviously the girls are going to be a big central focus for the guys, but Duel Monsters itself didn't have, I think, even a single confirmed ship in it whatsoever. Because we had Joey with Mai, which in the end went nowhere. We had Tristan and Serenity in Battle City, which again went absolutely nowhere. Like, for a 200 plus episode series, Duel Monsters had like no ships confirmed whatsoever, which was pretty surprising. But here, they're like trying to almost push it as part of the narrative right away. We're kind of alluding to the, like, Alexis has a thing for Jaden. It seems like Jaden, because of how good she is in dueling, seems to have a thing for her too now. So they're really pushing the angle of, like, shipping in this a lot more, which, I would say is, again, because they're all teenagers, but, like, the Duel Monsters cast are teenagers as well, so that's not entirely accurate there. But I do like it we have here, because there is, on principle, there is a mutual, interest involved, because everyone's here for the same thing, to play a card game, do have a lot of love and respect for the card game, so it is, just off the bat, like, a bonding experience no matter what, and Duel Monsters itself in this universe is kind of counted as a bonding experience anyway, so it is cool to just see that in general. But I'm curious, like I said, it's been many a year since I actually watched GX in full, from my knowledge at least. I don't remember much happening in terms of shipping, but like I said, I haven't seen half the show, so, maybe there was more build up than I initially caught on to, and maybe we'll get some later down the line, or if I'm just straight up, like, missing it, because, even when it comes to, like, shipping in general, I don't know how much of a show like Yu-Gi-Oh! Could really focus on it, when so much of the attention is based on the card game itself, Like, it's not like a lot of other anime where there would be a lot of central time focused on it, so I'm really curious what we go down with that one. But I'm not gonna lie, despite this episode kind of being focused on, like, Alexis is the waifu of GX, and they're not even trying to hide it. I do like how they're just kind of pushing it out right away. Crowler might be my favorite character so far in GX. The insane level of pettiness this motherfucker has for Jaden at this point is... it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, man. Like, so much illegal sus in this episode. So much, like, just career breaking charges here. He would have had to get his ass fired just for the pettiness of expelling Jaden. And because he was being a dick at the start of the episode to Cyrus, man, like, breaking into the girls' dorm, trying to, trying to set him up, man, just to get him fired, just to get him expelled, this guy is so petty, but I love it because he's such a funny goddamn character. This episode was so jokes with Crowler, and I can't lie. I love it. I absolutely loved it. This was definitely a peak. This was probably the best episode of the show so far, just for Crowler. Like, it was that good. Oh man, like I said, he's got a PhD, man. Like, 10 years getting this PhD, and it would have been ruined in one night because he had beef with a kid, one of his own students, no less. Love it. But yeah, guys, that was so fun. Let's go on with episode 4. All right, guys, here we go.
Attention all craft. I know it's been a long journey, fighting off MiG intruders, taking on attack subs. It seems the whole world has tried to infiltrate our defenses, but...
What?
It's about to all pay off.
We're about to reach our final objective, and with the payload safe. So full steam ahead, man. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The moment Duel Academy gets their new rare cards.
Please tell me that was 4Kids dialogue and nothing to do with the sub. Oh my god. That was set up beautifully. Holy shit. They had to fight for their fucking lives to get these rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards to this island. Love it. Like I said, the sub, at least for Duel Monsters, the sub is way more serious. But like, the dub is such... I love the sense of humor the dub has. That had to. I really hope that was just like 4Kids fucking around with the dialogue there. That was so beautiful. Literally risking their lives for a bunch of mid-tier Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. Beautiful, beautiful.
Please help me ace my exams today, or I'll be stuck wearing this red blazer forever. Not that there's anything wrong with red, of course. It's great on you, Slifer. I want to be in raw yellow. Please give me
Damn, you've got a lot of copies of Monster Reborn.
Slifer! Oh, it was just the alarm clock.
That's a good portrait, actually, a Slifer.
Of course, Jaden sleeps right through it. How can he be so relaxed when there's so much at stake? Jaden, wake up! If you miss these tests, you'll never advance to the next dorm!
Wrong, because I played a trap!
Damn.
Why can't he ever be dreaming in defense mode when I wake him up?
Like, actually, he's sending him across the field. The room.
Just think about it. After today's written test, we have our field test. And it would be totally licious for us both if Jaden slept right through it. You get what I'm saying?
Chumley, I never get anything that you say.
Yeah,
Hello,
what?
the field test is where they pit class members against each other in a duel. And I don't want to duel the guy who beat Dr. Crowler.
Wow.
So if we let the competition sleep in, then we make out. You get it?
Oh, I get it. And I'm starting to get why you were held back 2 years.
Yeah.
Jaden,
You're not a very good
we're
friend.
already late. I'll save you a seat.
Well, I guess technically you're not even his friend right now, but still. Just kind of a dick.
Plan B it is.
Okay, cram time. Now let's
Go on,
see.
what's plan B?
A normal trap can counter a normal spell, a quick play spell can beat a ritual spell, and... a double knot beats a single knot.
A quick play spell beats a ritual? What does that even mean?
5-course breakfast.
What's that referring to?
Pardon me, coming through. Hold on. Huh? To be a gentleman or to be on time?
You're not gonna pass anyway,
You
who
know, I'm
cares?
never on time.
Yeah.
Never fear. Jaden's here.
Oh, thank you. You must be from the Auto Club.
Don't let the red jacket fool ya. I'm just your average good deed dude.
Isn't that nice?
What would be nice is if I pushed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Now I can skip the gym.
You have no muscle mass whatsoever,
You're such a sweet boy.
but an extra pair of hands can go a long way.
How about next time you just remember that extended warranty?
Nice.
You have 45 minutes left to finish your test. Which counters a field spell, which counters...
I didn't know this was an oral exam, Cyrus. Or maybe next time
Wow.
sleep would be better than an all-night Slifer seance.
Bro.
You're here.
Showing up late,
Keep it down.
talking in an
Some of us
exam,
had to pass this test.
standing up like,
I always plan on
Jaden,
passing,
you would not be
doesn't
let
always
into
work out
this
that way.
exam whatsoever.
Jaden, why don't you come down here and get your exam?
Be there in a jiff.
Like, no, he would not be allowed in whatsoever.
We're 15 minutes into this thing. He'll be lucky to even finish.
Look at him, tardy puerile. If only he applied himself, he could be a great duelist.
I hope you know what you're doing, Jaden.
You may be able to dream your way through the written exam, Jaden, but when your field test starts, believe me, it will be a nightmare.
Sure.
All right, class. The written exam is now over. So please walk, do not run to get in line for today's new rare card.
Yeah, it's gonna be a massacre. Oh dear. Nice. Yeah, Bro's been at this long enough. He knows how it goes.
So go fetch. Say, you two may want to give some serious thought to waking up.
Oh, I flunked, didn't I? I'm a complete failure.
Sigh, if they were grading on melodrama, you'd get an A.
What the hell?
Where'd everyone go?
That's what I was trying to tell you. The new rare cards arrived today. Everyone's at the card shack.
What? New cards? Hey, how come no one told us?
Because everyone wants the best cards for themselves to use in the upcoming field test.
So why aren't you getting some?
Please, one errant card in my deck's delicate balance would be completely thrown off.
Mine wouldn't.
Like, bro,
So let's go.
you brought a briefcase of
Nothing like
cards.
the smell of new cards in the morning.
Like, this is an entire fucking island. Like, there's not enough cards for everyone.
Cards. Oh, children looking for these?
This is so ridiculous. What the hell?
Where'd they all go?
You know the rules. First come, first served.
What? And I was first, so I took every one.
I like that. Literally, you can take everything at once.
We gotta get in line?
Where is everyone? They couldn't have run out of cards already.
Excuse me,
Literally.
You still have some cards left, right?
Wow.
Of course we
Count
have
a
some
girl.
left. Just regular packs, though. Here you go.
We said some, not one. I'm done for. I slept through my written test. Now I'm gonna flunk my duel test because I can't upgrade my deck.
So take the pack, Cyrus.
Really? You'd give me the last pack that they have?
It's cool.
But what about you? You
It's like a miscellaneous pack of literally every kind of card in one.
No way, Si.
Like, is there no like
now and then,
theme-centric
but I
packs
never
like in the like in some of the games? Well, I guess every game would have that.
You work here too?
Oh no, I don't work here. I own here. Cool, huh?
No, that's not cool. That's totally sweet.
How do you know her, Jay?
I think it was the carburetor.
Here, I have
Wow.
something for you. Just call it a thank you for helping me.
How nice.
Then this guy shows up and takes all the new cards. I mean, every one.
So we couldn't get you any, Chaz. Sorry.
You know what's sorry? You guys, that's what. But it doesn't matter, because not one duelist here can beat me no matter what card he has.
Unless that duelist happens to be Jaden Yuki.
Who's there?
Someone who suspects you despise Jaden as much as I do.
That's the sticky fingers who took the rare cards.
Cards? What cards?
Guys,
Oh,
he's
you
got a
mean
very
these
distinct voice.
cards?
Alright, we gotta look at some of these.
Jaden as much as I
So
do.
these extra insane rare cards, what are we working with
What
here?
cards? Oh, do you mean these cards?
Alright, okay, we got two... Actually, Jesus Christ, we've got 3 copies of, Hell Poema. 2 copies of Draining Shield, pretty good stuff. Transcended Wings, very nice. Embodiment of Apopus, I think. Bro, half these cards we've seen in decks, like, actually. I think that's Mirrorgate, top right on the right. Don't recognize all of these cards, but, yeah, half of this shit we've just already seen. I think that's Smashing Ground.
Oh, now that's style.
Talk about having a card up your sleeve.
Also, that's all the cards for the entire school.
What's the matter?
Very nice.
Don't recognize me? How about now?
Crowler! You know, you looked better all covered up.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I have a plan that will make us all look better. And make Jaden Yuki look like the cut-rate duelist he truly is. I want you to be his opponent for his field test, and to use these rare cards to beat him.
But we're not in the same dorm. They won't let me be his test opponent.
I am today, I'll make it happen.
God.
And you just make sure that you use all of these rare cards to put Jaden in his place in front of the entire academy.
Dude, like, actually no one would care. Like, he's a Slifer against an Obelisk. No one's expecting him to win anyway.
Such a big game, I pulled some strings for you so you got the challenge you deserve. So congratulations! You'll be dueling one of the top-ranked students in the school. What an honor!
Actually.
I certainly hope that you were able to snag a lot of today's rare cards so that your deck is up to snuff. What's wrong? Aren't you going to thank me?
There was like a single deck of cards
This is clearly
in that entire
only a
briefcase.
cavalier fool would agree to it.
I'll do it. All right, Chaz, get your game on. Let's finish what we started at Obelisk Arena.
Indeed, in front of the whole school, too, where everyone can watch.
Yeah, watch you get slammed by me.
Let's do this, bitch.
Duel! No excuses this time, Chaz.
Bring it, Slifer Slacker.
Oh, it is rock. Ha! Well, it's my favorite furry friend. Karibo, you're in for a treat. We're about to rain down some serious skills on Chaz. Check it. You remember this guy, don't you, Chaz? From our first match? Elemental Hero Clayman!
Bro, that was not fucking Clayman.
You'd like to get reacquainted.
Guys, you're all kind of overreacting over
Not after
Clayman.
he sees what I got for him. Don't think for a second that oversized pile of pebbles has a chance against me, Jaden, or against this. Appreciate the rare card, Crowler. Fresh off the presses, meet Magical Mallet.
What's that?
A redo. All the cards in my hand that I don't want, I put back in my deck. Then I shuffle and redraw. Pretty cool, don't you think?
How? A rare card on the first draw?
And a very dangerous one at that. Now Chaz will essentially be able to pick exactly which cards he wants and which he doesn't.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool card.
The best part. See, Jaden, I got to reshuffle Magical Mallet too. So if I draw it again, which I just did, I can play it again and again. And that comes in handy.
Wow, that's actually broken as hell. You can replay that card as well.
And there's a lot more where that came from. Check out the magic of Frontline Base. It lets me summon another level 4 or below monster this turn. And I have just the one. I play W-Wing Catapult in attack mode. Gentlemen, start your engines. Now merge.
Yeah, I think it's a part of the XYZ archetype.
Right, the VW Tiger Catapult.
Yeah.
But wait, I'm not done yet, because he still has his special ability.
That's not good.
Give me a break. Is this guy's turn gonna end sometime this century?
Oh, you don't know how accurate that is today, Cyrus! Genuinely, you don't know how accurate that statement is.
Heat Seeker Blitz from my Tiger Catapult, your life points are toast.
My goodness!
Is no one playing in the background?
Play with the big boys after all. I guess he's not as good as everyone thinks.
I'll finish up with one card face down.
Yeah, go ahead and finish up, because I'm just getting warmed up. And speaking of, here's a guy who can really turn up the heat. Elemental Hero Sparkman! In defense mode!
What a shame you didn't pull Polly first turn, otherwise Thunder Giant would have came right out.
And I'll throw down a face down.
Not much else he can do with all the new rares Chaz seems to have.
It's just not fair.
This is a complete mismatch. How can Jaden fight back if he doesn't know what he's fighting?
Ready for round 2, you Slifer slime? Well, X-Head Cannon is, and thanks to Frontline's magic, so is Z-Metal Tank.
No way.
XNZ? Oh man, that can only mean one thing.
Now I play my face down card, Call of the Haunted. In case you slept through that class as well, it allows me to bring back a monster from my graveyard. And I choose...
It's him!
He has it. That's right.
Yep. XYZ Dragon Cannon.
I started with my Catapult special ability. And now I combine them all to create XYZ Dragon Cannon.
Absolute
now
beast.
2 monsters out with over 2,000 attack points each.
He has game right there.
But wait, Jaden.
That was
There's
GG.
more. Actually, less. Sure, they say 2's better than 1. But I have to disagree, especially when the one in question.
What the hell was that card Sparkman's on?
V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon. Makes your Spark Man look like a heap of spark
Dude,
plugs.
that thing is so big you can't even see Jaden on the other side.
Sparkman. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't I mention V to Z's special ability? He allows me to remove one card on your side of the field once per turn. And if you think that's impressive, just wait till you see his attack. An attack that will strike your life points directly.
Don't think so, Chaz. I have a trap. A hero emerges.
Blast! A hero what?
That's
emerges.
not how that
As it
works.
Emerges onto the field. Because now you have to randomly choose a card from my hand.
No,
If
actually,
it's
wait,
a
that is how it
monster,
works.
I get to play it. So take your pick.
No, never mind, I'm being
Chaz.
stupid.
Yeah, whatever. The far right.
Sweet. Elemental Hero Burstinatrix. I'll play her in defense mode.
That's what you think, you slifer slacker. When Dragon Catapult Cannon attacks, I get to choose your monster's mode. And you know what? I choose attack mode, which means not only will she be zapped, but your life points will too.
The really sad thing is, if he didn't make that big fusion thing, he would have still won the game.
Oh, what's the
With
matter,
X, Y, Z,
Jade?
and V and C on the field together, he would have won that turn with 2 attacks.
No way, Chaz. I got a whole army of vicious monsters in my deck just waiting to get at you. This isn't over. It's just barely starting. My draw.
Nice.
Now, I know I said we were out of cards, but I did hide away a few. For polite young students like yourself. Maybe you can put them to some good use
Bro,
when you're not
one
using
pack
cards,
and you got the
that is.
one support card for the one card in your deck.
What do you think, Wing Karibo?
Insanity.
Well, all right. If you say so. Let's do it. I summon Winged Karibo in defense mode.
Wow.
And I'll throw down a face down too. That's it.
That's it? That's all? But all he's been playing is defense.
I sure hope Jaden knows what he's doing.
All
Man,
done,
she
huh?
does not like
Good.
Chaz
'Cause now I
whatsoever.
can cook that Karibo, and I like mine well done. There's about to be a fried furball on the field, you loser.
You don't scare me.
No big deal. I don't have to. That's his job. Dragon Catapult Cannon Attack!
Once that Karibo's gone,
Really?
Jaden will be
You're not just gonna remove it and then attack?
All right, secret weapon.
That would have been
time.
game right there.
I sacrifice 2 cards and activate. Where did it get that? Transcendent Wings.
It can't be.
Oh, it be. Transcendent Wings has evolved Winged Karibo into a level 10 monster, and it gets
Nice.
better too. By sacrificing himself, Karibo destroys all monsters in attack mode and deflects their attack points back as damage to you. Karibo, why don't you
That's
go
almost a
ahead and show
GG
him
in
how
of
it
itself.
works? Ah!
Losing to a fucking Karibo monster, bro. There's worse ways to lose. None come to mind, but they are there.
Nah, I just happen to have a soft spot for old ladies. But not for you, Chaz. And that's too bad, because with 1,000 life points apiece, and my turn coming up, all I need is the right monster, and you'll be finished. Here goes something. Yeah, Elemental Hero Avion.
Exactly 1k, that is such a flex. Yep.
Jaden did it!
Impossible! Not with all the rare cards I gave Chaz. This simply can't be!
Rare cards? What exactly are you talking about, Crowler?
The game was fixed.
Nothing! I have to go bring some tests.
Fixed game, my man. GG.
That's game. Unless you want to duel again.
Yes, please.
Oh, we will.
Hey, Jaden!
That was well played, Jaden. Not in the history of our revered academy has a slifer ever dueled an obelisk during these exams. Jaden, not only did you hold your own, but you won. Your courage against overwhelming odds is inspiring. It is with great pride that I grant you promotion to Raw Yellow. Good job!
Nice.
Yellow? Ah, you're the
Chaz, just walk out, honestly. You are actually a joke now.
To be the first to welcome you to the Raw Dorm.
Thanks.
Nobu's still there, just on his knees.
Oh man, I knew Jaden wouldn't stay a Slifer for long. I hate to see him go, but I know it's for the best. Hopefully we can still be friends at least.
Man, you really are tiny. Good stuff.
Roommate wanted. No one named Chaz. Rare card's a plus. Hey, if you're not gonna help with this, Sai, you should do something constructive, like make me a grilled cheese.
Go fuck yourself.
Say goodbye to us. That's all I wanted.
Hey, what's up?
Huh? Jaden? Why are you here?
I wanted to say congrats on passing your field test. Oh, and also, in case you'd forgotten, I live here.
Huh?
Sure, Raw Yellow's nice with their clean sheets, lack of cockroaches, and those spiffy blazers. But without you, Cyrus, it's just not my home.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on. You're getting my jacket soaked.
God damn it.
I thought I'd lost you forever.
Damn, the bromance is strong early in the show now.
Please, Jay, just a couple more hugs, huh?
It's not the hugs, it's the waterworks. At least red doesn't stain as easy as yellow.
Come on.
Sure.
Okay, you can let go now, Cyrus.
See, now, the true reason he did that is because it's a much bigger flex when he beats the big boy players as a Slifer as opposed to a Ra, you know? Yeah, that was definitely the stupidest thing Bro's ever done. Especially for, like, when one of Jaden's, like, main traits, I think, is, like, he loves food, as shown in, like, episode 2. That was just stupid, because Ra, as we've seen, far higher quality food, you know, fresh food. If you can believe such a thing exists, you know. That was definitely the most humiliating loss in the entire series at this point, you know. It's going to be hard to top that one, I'd say, because Jaden won with an elemental hero deck without a single fusion monster in the entire match. He won that without playing a single fusion with an elemental hero deck. Very few people can flex that much, you know, in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you know, that was a big one. That was a big one. Very cool. Very interesting. They've already taken out Chaz this early on, you know, like Jaden really is just kind of toppling the big players in the academy, you know, and it is kind of bringing down the hierarchy of the you know, of the series at this point, because as we know, you know, blue's at the top, red's at the bottom, but anyone can have a deck of any kind. So I mean, do the ranks really matter? Yeah, because their living conditions are shit if low. But you know, even still, really fun stuff. I really love the contrast in the tones of GX compared to Duel Monsters, whereas, you know, stakes were extremely high very early on in Duel Monsters, you know, but GX is just not taking itself seriously whatsoever in most of these, you know, like, obviously you've got Crowler, which I do like the continuity that Crowler is still trying to get Jaden out of the island, but you've just got, like, outside of that, like, there's nothing big too much at the moment, you know, in terms of, like, what's going on, but also just the lore itself. The anime is not taking things seriously, you know, which I do appreciate. I like how, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always going to have its moments where the stakes are going to get very big, very serious, but those times where it isn't big or serious, and it's literally just, you know, a school where, you know, teenagers are playing card games, we're just having fun with it, you know, and this is fun, you know, like, with how, and this could also be just generally, like, the dub, you know, 4Kids dubbing of the show in general, but, like, you know, just seeing, like, an entire military armada come in with the stake of handing a briefcase of cards over to an island, and saying, like, they almost died there to fight off, like, sea battles, you know, like, airborne attacks, like, just so much silliness for these cards. Like, it's just really funny to hear and see that kind of stuff, you know. I really do appreciate that, as well as it kind of expands on, like, you know, the lore accuracy that, like, you know, obviously cards are so much rarer in the anime compared to the actual card game, because obviously not everyone can have the same OP deck, otherwise there literally wouldn't be no point to the series at all, you know. Not everyone can make, like, an OP GOAT format deck. Not everyone can have a copy of, say, Blackluster Soldier or Chaos Emperor Dragon or something, you know, akin to that, like the Chaos monsters in general, you know, like, these cards are so exceedingly rare at this point that, like, not everyone has Mirror Force or, you know, Torrential Tribute or something like that, you know. So I do like how these episodes do kind of expand the idea that, like, yeah, the reason they don't have these cards is because they're just rare in this universe. You know, they're just insanely rare. You're not going to see everyone with a copy of Mirror Force. You're not going to see everyone with a copy of Lightning Vortex or Raigeki or, you know, Dark Hole, like, you know, cards that would easily deal with 90% of the problems in the anime. You just don't see them because of that. You know, so I do appreciate that kind of accuracy as well. But even then, a lot of the cards they actually showed for the rare cards in this episode were pretty shitty in their own right. You know, I mean, Draining Shield's pretty decent, but, you know, other stuff not so much. But I'd definitely say the XYZ archetypal whatever, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, you know, and unfortunately this is another episode of, like, you know, plot armor kind of playing a theme in it, because, you know, Chaz had game quite a number of times in that match without actually just stacking the monsters on top of each other to make, like, the 3k beat stick thing. You know, XYZ in itself is insane, and that would have won game on its own anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. But really cool stuff, like I said. Genuinely, I would have preferred if Jaden did rank up to yellow, but it's just his character, you know, like, we're not going to have the MC just flaunting his absolute max power, you know, that's, you know, Yugi would do that, but Jaden would not, because, like we said, it goes to his character. He is just, you know, he doesn't care, you know, he genuinely doesn't care about any of the academic requirements to be here. He just wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh! He just wants to be better at the game, and he wants to play other people's decks, you know. And like we said, in a universe where cards are so much rarer, playing varieties of decks, you know, even like a decade after the OG series is done, you know, like, it's probably pretty rare. Like, it's a fascinating concept to think of, like, for a world where Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty much the top competitive sport at this point, just how little the card game has evolved in a literal decade, it is kind of fascinating to think, like, how the popularity reached this point. And to be fair, the holograms would definitely play a part of that, but it's crazy to think of, like, how decks are made at a point where, you know, you can't really buy anything good. Even at this point, you know, you have to pay, like, the hundreds, the thousands of dollars to play, you know, and have good cards. Like, it's just kind of fascinating to think of, like, how this one would actually work realistically in that regard. But obviously, that's kind of silly to think about. And, you know, I do appreciate seeing, like, the jokes of what Yu-Gi-Oh! Would become, you know, like, is this guy's turn going to end sometime this century? Nowadays, that was actually a very, very fast turn, you know. You get to see all of the different kind of cards catalogued and spoken out, you know, and nowadays, half these cards not even relevant in any kind of state, you know, meta or casual. So, it is really funny to see this again. Like, a series where, you know, like, GX, where one of its main focuses to actually highlight the different kind of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! It feels like a very interesting time capsule of what the game was, you know, 2 decades ago. I think the anime is now 2 decades old, because I think GX was like 2004, and we're in 2025 now, so it's about 21 years old. So, you know, it's just cool to see that kind of stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm going to do my cut, and when I come back, we'll do episodes 5 and 6, and then, no matter what, we'll cut off the set. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, guys, episode 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Let's do it. Ooh, oh, every time. Good lord, that is loud. No thanks.
Brother, wherever you are.
Ah, okay. Yeah, she does have a brother, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that took me a minute. But yeah, she does have a brother, I think. Well, yeah, she just confirmed it.
Abandoned. Oh, really? Then what? Then at the back of the cavern, I see a mysterious lake.
Had a copy of, I think,
So I go in to look very carefully.
Queen's Knight
under
there.
Just the right angle of light. At the very bottom of the lake, beyond my reflection, I see a rare and powerful card. Naturally, I go to get it.
Yeah, the Dark
But when I
Magician.
reach for it,
That's like an A-star card in this universe. It's like the King of Games' Ace Monster. Oof.
Help me! Not the water! Anything but the water!
Get fucked.
Oh, water's not so scary.
Dirty swamp water? Oh, you're right. Only a chump would be scared of that.
Still, good story.
These guys are
Mid-level
teens,
scary
right?
For a mid-level card. But me, I hope I get a high level.
Oh, Sinister Serpent, nice.
Oh, you luck
2
out.
copies of Sinister
You hardly get to
Serpent.
scare us at all with that low card.
Why the hell did you put 2 of those in the
Well, I
deck?
think I have a story that'll do the trick. Well, it's more like a memory. Back when I was a little kid, I used to hear sounds, but I'd only hear them real late at night.
Cool.
I'd think I was dreaming, but then they sounded like voices, but not one.
I love how his hair's exactly the same.
I'd go to check it out, but every time I did, there was nothing. Nothing there at all, except my cards.
Cool. Duel spirits, bro. They're an actual thing in this universe.
And that's the end of the story.
That's it?
Well, it's
But want to hear something
literally like a level
strange?
1 monster.
Lately, I've started hearing them again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus, now that's
Hey, I want to
scary.
join in on the Fright Fest.
What are you doing here?
We're kind of on the edge of our seats here.
Or at least we were. But since you're here now,
Jesus Christ, you are such a wimp!
Oh, well, that certainly sounds easy enough. Let's see here.
Whoa, that's a level 12 monster.
Bro, whose fucking copy of Five-Headed Dragon is that?
What is wrong?
Like, in this universe, I can't imagine anyone owning that card other than, like, Kaiba.
Abandoned dorm?
Yes. No one talks about it, but there was once a special dorm set at the edge of the forest.
For what?
It was shut down after several students mysteriously went missing.
where did they all go?
Well, that's the mystery of it, but the rumor was that it had something to do with shadow games.
Nice. And apparently, like, a bunch of kids, I guess, raided the place based on the condition that thing's in.
Millennium items, right?
Wow.
I've heard about this, but it's not true.
Oh, we're getting all the
Yes, that is
callbacks
what
to
most
Duel
people
Monsters.
say, but I find that most stories, well, they generally have to come from somewhere. Well, I think that is my cue to
Damn.
get back home.
Later.
So yeah, we're really into, like,
there is this
we're
creepy
really
building I saw in the
interloping the
forest.
stories now with GX and Duel
Then you'll lead the way
Monsters.
for us tomorrow night.
Bringing up shadow games, millennium items, like, those things are long buried at this point.
Fun.
Oh, man.
This is just the opportunity I've been waiting for. I think it's time the Shadow Games made a comeback. Millennium items and all.
Bro, bro is literally just watching them outside at all hours of the night, waiting for some kind of inspiration to expel them. Crowler is so fucking petty, and I love it. This guy is so fucking good. Oh my god, he's so dumb. Oh.
Okay, you won. Please, just take anything you want and go.
What I want
Oh wow.
is your soul.
No, please, show some mercy.
Some mercy? What is that?
Wow. So bro's got his own knockoff Millennium puzzle, huh?
Rest in peace in the Shadow Realm.
Oh wow, and he's playing with Yugi's deck by the looks of it.
Speak. Duel Academy, tomorrow night, I'll be there.
How does Crowler have your contact info? Is this some shady shit he's doing? Do we need to be, like, concerned by any of this?
The philosophy of dueling went through a second renaissance with the rise of what some historians dub virtual dueling.
Sleeping through yet another class. But you'll have a makeup lesson soon enough. A lesson in the Shadow Games.
Like, this is actually low-key, like, pretty concerning that he has this guy's contact info. And that he's setting him on the kids.
So you're the one they call the Shadow Duelist.
My opponents call me many things, but most of which are hard to discern through their shrieks of sheer terror. But enough small talk. What's the job?
I want you to frighten someone so intensely that he leaves this academy and never comes back. Up to the challenge?
Of course. I never turn my back to a challenge.
I mean, you have literally just entered an island.
I'm better than good.
Like,
and I'll prove it, not just by scaring this someone, but by banishing him to the Shadow Realm.
Alright, I want to know how he's doing that.
Well, alright, if you insist.
I mean, you could look at it as being lost. Or you could just say we've found a couple places where it's not.
Yeah, well, we've been finding places for over an hour now, but then I guess it could be worse for Psy.
Huh? For Psy?
Yeah, we could be near a lake of dirty swamp water.
Wow. Like you can talk.
You were the one who refused to bathe because you were scared of the bathwater last night.
Well, maybe if you cleaned it once in a while, it wouldn't be so swampish.
Maybe if you grew up and started to take showers.
Hey, check this out.
Check out what's behind it.
The old dorm.
And probably lots of ghosts, too.
Relax, guys. There's nobody here.
I really want to know what this dorm was, made for.
Oh, hi, Alexis.
It's like, it's just like a special extra dorm, like, for what exactly?
What are you doing here? That's funny. I was about to ask you guys the very same thing.
We heard about the abandoned dorm and wanted to check it out.
Well, that's not very intelligent. Don't you know that kids have a way of disappearing around here?
Ah, come on. That's just some urban myth.
Right, seriously, didn't even, like, rail it up.
I know. Why else would the Academy make this place completely forbidden? They catch you here and they'll expel you.
Forbidden, but doing nothing to actually stop them from entering.
I have my reasons, that's why.
Oh, Alexis, no need to snap. We just came here to look around, but hey, we'll stay out of your way. Don't worry about it.
Look, it's just that.
Just that what?
One of the kids who disappeared here was my brother.
Yep, that's a big oof.
Oh, that explains the rose.
If Alexis's brother really disappeared, then the rumors aren't just rumors. I say we go back, Jaden.
Yeah? Well, I say we go in.
What?
Nice.
See you in a few, Cyrus. Don't disappear on us.
Disappear? Oh, wait up!
I hope Jaden knows what he's doing.
Damn. Damn, he towers her.
This place is sweet. You know, a little paint, couple of cardboard boxes, maybe a throw rug, and we could so totally move in here.
What? Are you kidding? This is even worse than the Slifer dorm. I mean,
So,
what's all this stuff on the walls?
was it a research place for the Millennium items?
The Shadow Games?
Jaden, don't stand so close. Are you nuts?
It's kind of crazy, because, like, yeah.
The 7 Millennium items.
It does.
Oh, cool. And that shows someone
What
I've never
a-
seen before.
What is... How common knowledge are the Millennium items now?
Where am I?
Because not many people knew about them in Duel Monsters.
Friends into my trap.
Jaden.
But, like, it seems like they, like, actually have some public history now. If people like Jada know about them, at least.
Let's go. Alexis? Oh. Oh. This is Alexis's card.
Well, there's only one way that she could have gone.
Wow.
Then that's the way we're going.
Literally just planting cards as bait.
Alexis!
She can't hear you. She's far away, locked in the Shadow Realm.
Who's there?
A giant.
This nightmare come true.
Oh, give me a
With
break.
possibly an even sillier Duelist than Crowler.
To you, in a shadow game.
Like, what on earth is he wearing, genuinely?
Alexis back.
Yeah, hand her over right now or you'll be sorry.
The only way I will free her.
I'm not gonna lie, his get-up kind of reminds me of Jinzo a little bit.
Look, I'm not afraid of dueling you, but shadow games don't exist.
The others didn't believe in the shadow games either, but they were soon convinced. For you see,
It's not just me that sees it, right? Like, especially like his neck collar thing.
with your life points, you pay with your
Like his
soul.
trench coat, like, bottom. Like, this, I'm getting Jinzo from this guy.
Well, you're not getting us, especially Alexis.
Unless you win, she's mine forever, as will you be.
Nice, of course they brought a dual disc with them.
Shadow game, that is.
Just hang on, Alexis. I'll get you out.
Duel! Prepare, you fool, to enter into the shadows. I summon Infernal Queen Archfiend in attack mode.
An Archfiend monster?
Yes, and now that this
Do you know the
comes out,
archetype?
each and every monster with Archfiend in its name gains 1,000 attack points.
That's insane. Including itself, because of course.
Yeah, actually, I already knew that.
Wow.
And I also know that to keep those Archfiends on the field,
Damn.
you've got to pay life points during every standby phase of your turn.
This is the first time he's been familiar with an archetype.
Not after activating the spell card Pandemonium.
Pretty cool.
This is a pretty cool scenery change, honestly. Yeah, that is pretty
It
sick.
changes the rules. Now I don't have to pay any life points for my Archfiends, and if they're ever destroyed outside of a battle, I get to put another fiend right into my hand. I know what you're thinking. Your little friend's fate is all but sealed. Well, you're right.
Oh, what in the hell? How do you do that?
Alexis!
That's not fair.
Yeah, what have you done?
The same thing that I will do to the both of you, should you continue to pester and annoy me.
Hey, just leave my friends out of this. My draw. I don't have any card that can go up against 1900 attack points.
You've got Mirror Force though, like goddamn.
Elemental Hero Avion.
That's more than
I
enough.
summon you out in attack mode.
You're kind of just asking him to.
And I'm gonna throw down 2 face
You're just
downs
announcing
as
to
well.
him that that you've got a trap down, a trap card down.
I summon Terror King Archfiend in attack mode.
Ooh, that's bad.
Now you have 2 vicious Archfiends to contend with. And thanks to the special ability of the Infernal Queen, the Terror King's attack points automatically increase by 1,000.
Yeah, that's
making him
that's
even
not
more
good.
Fiendish force to be reckoned with.
3,000 attack points.
And no sacrifice.
And now I'm going to put them all to use. Terror King Archfiend. Attack Avion. Lucas Storm Barrage.
No way. You forgot about my face down card, Mirror Gate. This trap card causes our monsters to trade places. My Avion for your Terror King. So now, all those 3,000 attack points are gonna be going to work for me.
Are you sure about that?
Really thought you could bait me into a trap? Look around you and
Little
tell
bit.
me who's trapped.
What do you mean?
I mean your trap won't work against my Terror King. It simply activates his special ability, an ability that will determine our monster's fate by way of chance.
Is it chance or is it rigged? Big difference there.
You see, when he's targeted by an opponent's effect, Terror King's special ability gives me a gambling chance.
Damn.
A number between 1
A
and 6
target
is selected
effect.
at
Oh,
random.
that you should have played Mirror Force. That would have been perfect.
Then your trap's destroyed and Archfiend stays to fight on my side. So, let's spin the wheel of fate and see what happens, shall we?
It's okay. The odds are way in Jaden's favor.
You flunked math, Chumley.
No, I got a 54.
2.
Damn.
It seems as though the chance has favored the Terror King Archfiend. Mirror Gate is shattered. Locust Storm Barrage, finish him!
And that's 2k right off the bat.
Well, that stinks. But at least it activates my other trap, Hero Signal.
Why didn't you put down Mirror Force?
when my monster is destroyed in battle, this trap card allows me to automatically summon a monster from my deck or my hand with Elemental Hero in its name. And I summon Elemental Hero Clayman! Defense mode!
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing you had.
Oh, way to duel! That Clayman should keep Jaden safe.
I don't think so. At least not from this. Now the Shadow Games have truly begun. Don't your life points seem so utterly insignificant now that it's your very life that's at risk?
Sure thing, man.
Hey, my arm!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is the way of the shadows, transcending the game.
Yeah, this was, yeah, we're emulating the Merrick Bakura duel right now.
Of course not, as the shadow fog rolls.
Yeah, because that was the condition of that particular game. That was an actual Shadow game. Very fun stuff.
You're at the mercy of the night now.
I can't feel anything.
Treasure the numbness, for it will not last. Soon you will be drawn into an infinite chasm of eternal darkness where every waking moment will be filled with a gaping...
Give me a break.
What is going on with the
How
camera
can it be?
there?
So what? Back at our dorm, we got blackout curtains so that we can sleep in later. I'm not scared of the dark. It's great.
Nice.
But your blackout curtains do not wield the same kind of mystic power as my Millennium item does.
Whoa. Oh no. Trouble.
It's your move, but make it count. It
Bro
may
is
be
specifically
your last.
emulating the Millennium Puzzle right now, man.
A shadow fog? Who could
Like,
ask for
damn.
a better challenge?
What's he smiling about?
He's hyped.
All right, Jaden.
He's legitimately hyped right now.
Here goes, buddy. For my move, I play the spell card Pot of Greed. And I'll fuse this Elemental Hero Sparkman with my Clayman on
Ah, nice. Thunder Giant comes right on back. Love the artwork for a Thunder Giant, honestly. His design is sick.
And now I'll use his special ability, which lets me destroy a monster whose original attack points are lower than his. Now, Thunder Giant, let loose! Static Blast!
The problem is, again, it's a targeting effect.
I activate Terra King's special ability once again. Spin roulette.
Oh no, it just can't land on a 2 or a 5 again.
Honestly. Bro is definitely cheating somehow if he gets that.
I win again. It seems as though even fate isn't on your side half the time. And now you will pay the price.
What?
This stinks. Talk about a run of some really rotten luck.
Jaden!
This is totally anti-licious.
Hey.
No matter what Jaden does, that Shadow Duelist Archfiend deck can use that roulette to save himself.
How you gonna?
And this
Yeah, like
stupid
what?
dark fog is
What do you got to
exactly
just stay in the game now?
I mean, first Jade came here to save Alexis, and now he might not even be able to save himself.
Now, all your monsters are destroyed, and you're next.
My god, this dude is so extra. I can definitely appreciate the act that he's putting on right now, but my god, is this so funny. So we're getting our first multiple part storyline. Mostly just dual match in this in this, but this is pretty fun. Like I said, this is pretty fun. Well, now I guess we really couldn't wait like 10 episodes or more just to start making the, you know, building the continuity, bringing all of, you know, like the fan service cameo stuff back from Duel Monsters right now, you know. We're bringing up Shadow Games, we're bringing up Millennium items, we're going all full on deep into it. Even like this whole, like, you know, life point loss, like your body disappear thing, that's a reference to Battle City. A reference to Bakura and Merrick's big match on the blimp, which no one knew about. I think, you know, pretty funny stuff though. It definitely makes me curious to know like the lore about this, like you know, how much has gone on since since the end of the OG series, to the point to where, like I said, Millennium items are now like common. Like, if someone like Jaden knows what a Millennium item is, you know, that means they're pretty well known at this point, which is crazy because, yeah, as we know, the Millennium items are gone. They are buried, you know, like Dark Side of Dimensions isn't canon to this universe, you know, so they should all have been long gone, and even by the time they were gone, like, no one even knew what they were at that point, you know, like, Yugi certainly didn't, you know, until the start of the show, so I mean, you know, it definitely, it builds continuity, which I am liking, but, again, it's curious nonetheless, just how far stuff goes from, you know, OG finale to, you know, start of GX. Since, like I said, I think we're like a decade in the future now. I mean, you'd need at least a decade for, like, you know, to build, like, fucking Duel Academy, all the updates, you know, just how the world revolves around Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point, you know, you need something like that anyway. But, yeah, so let's just go on with the next episode. I'm already seeing we're getting a, recap here for the start, so we're just gonna skip that. Alright, so episode 6. Let's go. This ain't looking good.
Your destiny is set. Soon, my Archfiend deck will finish off all your
Oh yeah, his Millennium item, like, what the hell?
Will finish off your soul.
This match isn't over yet. I've still got a few cards up my sleeve. Like this one, Mirage of Nightmare. And I'll throw down a couple of face downs while I'm at it.
Don't waste my time. Your life points won't last long enough for you to use any more of your cards. Alexis's soul will soon be gone, and so will yours. It's my turn.
Hold on, I think you're forgetting something. Mirage lets me draw till I have 4 cards in my hand.
So go ahead then. You could have 4 million and it still wouldn't defend you against the crushing power of my monster. Allow my Terror King Archfiend to give you an example. Attack Locust Storm Mirage!
Talk about butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah.
Good thing I played a trap card, Mirror Force.
Nice, that's what you should have played last time.
Attack mode.
Totally licious. If Jaden keeps this up, we can finally get out of here. And with Alexis, too.
Yep. That'll get rid of them. There we go. Non-targeting, bitch.
How dare you?
How? Because I'm daring, I guess.
Well, let's see how daring you are after this. I'm using Deathrook Archfiend's special effect. It allows me to resurrect Terror King Archfiend by sending this card to the graveyard.
Oh, that's not good.
Say hello to a not-so-old friend.
Him again?
And now I activate the effect of the field spell card Pandemonium. Its powerful magic allows me to draw a new Archfiend if one of my Archfiend monsters.
Oh yeah, we said that. Yeah, this is not going well at all.
This new Archfiend can't be as powerful, but then my Terror King Archfiend is packing more than enough power as it is. Now let's try this again. Locust Storm Barrage.
Will this storm ever let up?
Go, Emergency Provision! This spell card allows me to sacrifice another spell or trap card and get back 1,000 life points.
I don't think Emergency Provisions is a quick play spell card, but I could be remembering that wrong. But I don't think it is.
You still stand?
As long as I got 2 good legs.
But your legs are not good. And now with this latest strike on your life points, neither are your arms.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jaden's fading really fast.
Talk about hanging on by a
That
thread.
is. I don't know how he's doing that, but that is pretty cool.
I use the spell card, the Warrior Returning Alive, which brings back Elemental Hero Avion. Now, fuse with Burstinatrix and create...
Ooh, the big boy's coming out this time.
Flame Wingman! Now, what do you say we turn up the heat in here, Wingman? Attack with Infernal Rage!
Is that it? We finally done with that monster?
Oh, by the way, did I mention his superpower? Your beasties won't be the only one hurting. You will too. You take damage equal to your destroyed monster's attack points.
Nice. Gotta say, he's keeping it fair.
Parts of him are starting to disappear now too, Chumley.
Think that could work on my waistline? It matters not, because I have yet another.
I hope so. I hope so.
Discard him to bring back my Terror King.
Oh, for God's sake.
No escaping him. Rise again, Terror King.
Hey, bro, find a new card already.
This guy's really overstaying his welcome. I gotta find a way to get rid of him somehow. But first, I gotta protect myself with Dark Catapulter. Now come on and do your worst.
You want my worst? You should be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Especially when this card is in the mix.
Oh?
I sacrifice my
Now that one I do know.
call forth the Skull Archfiend of Lightning.
Blatantly just taking Summon Skull when making him into a new card.
You have it. Every last supercharged bolt.
And from what we know, Jaden doesn't have a monster that exceeds 2,500 points.
Oh man, Jaden!
I gotta hang on.
So it's Thunder Giant and Wingman are out now.
Look into my Millennium item.
This is definitely the toughest opponent he's had so far.
To the shadows. You are defeated. Your life points are all but gone. Soon, you will be nothing but a hollow, soulless shell. Feel yourself drifting, drifting, drifting.
I can't see anymore. What's happening to me?
He can't even stand up!
Jaden!
Look at him suffering. The shadows are a powerful weapon indeed. Even the ones simply in your mind. If only he knew.
Knew how much of a bullshit move you're playing here? Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, like, bro, it's shenanigans! Shenanigans! The Shadow Realm was beaten all those years ago.
What is it,
This
Hal?
nonsense is invalid.
Tell me something? Whoa, stay steady, would you? With that bright light, you're gonna hypnotize me quicker than you help me. Wait, that's it. That's what you're trying to tell me. We're not playing in the shadows. He's playing with my mind. Well, no more. I got this shadow game scam figured out.
Did he just say shadow game scam?
What's he
Yeah.
mean? I mean, my soul's not on the serving plate anymore. Let's keep going. My turn.
What's happening? Why isn't he scared anymore?
Because you're a con artist, bro.
I'm gonna activate my Dark Catapulter's special ability. It allows me to remove one card from my graveyard for every turn Catapulter
I think that's
was in
Ancient Gear
defense
Golem
mode.
on the dual
For every
disc.
card I remove, I get to destroy one trap.
It's
or
funny
a
to
spell
see.
card out in play.
It's funny to see those errors in
For
4 Kids.
turn, I'll remove Avion, and now I'll destroy your Pandemonium card. Storm Shower Blast.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Nice.
Huh? So what? You still haven't destroyed this?
You ought to be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
What did you do?
How fucking brittle was that thing? That a cardboard card went right through it.
This whole shadow
What the
game
hell?
was just a big fake. Huh? It was all just hypnosis. A whole lot of smoke and mirrors to make me think I was losing my soul.
Bro, imagine if he just ripped up Avion right then and there.
I mean, he's probably just some out-of-work carny.
I'm not out of work. I can get my job at the fair back anytime I want.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, working at a
And I'm
fair.
sure that paper-mache Millennium item goes over real well with the kiddies.
No, be quiet. It's real. I'm real.
You're a sideshow phony.
You fool, you forget.
Oh.
The girl.
Yeah, he's still kidnapped Alexis.
That's right, imprisoned in a shadow tomb. Her soul is festering in the dark recesses of the netherworld. That proves this Millennium Pendant is real. What do you have to say to that?
There is no item called the Millennium Pendant, pal.
Besides that you're a big dunce? See, all the Millennium items were sketched on the inside of this dorm. And yours would be called the Millennium Puzzle, not Pendant.
Oof.
You don't have Alexis's soul. You never did. So hand her over.
You still kidnapped her, though, so I mean, you're still a threat.
I don't know what you're talking about. And because of your earlier Connie comment, you can find your friend by yourself.
No way. You're not getting out of here that easy. Come here. How'd you do this trick?
I didn't.
What the hell? What the hell? What are we doing? Okay. Random fucking shadow game just initiated.
What is this place? Where am I?
Come on. Enough tricks already.
What?
A trick? I can't do something like this.
I thought we were done with the Shadow Realm. Did we not defeat Zork at the end of Duel Monsters, and were we not assured that, like, the Shadow Realm was gone by that point? That's kind of funny.
Now that's weird. First I hear you, now I see you. What in the world's going on here? Hey, way to show him who's boss, Karibo.
Imagine getting scared by a Karibo.
Too bad he doesn't have a friend like you.
Jaden Yuki, the shadows pang for a soul. Only one shall survive.
Oh, come on now. Red contacts? You really went overboard setting up for this, huh?
This duel shall now continue in the
Yeah.
Shadow Realm.
So you're sticking with the Shadow Realm thing. Fine, at least we get to
like I said, like,
I play the spell card monster.
I don't get how we're bringing the Shadow Realm back.
Now, by discarding one card
It's
from
cool
my
to see
hand,
it again,
one of
but
my graveyard
we
monsters
were
comes
done
back,
with it
and I choose
last time.
favorite golden boy, Sparkman. You remember him, don't you?
Very well, my turn.
Yeah, but don't forget, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Scary. Without your Pandemonium Field card in play, having an Archfiend out costs you 500 life points per turn.
500 life
Is it per monster or just 500 per turn?
Whoa, you're really pulling out all the stops now, aren't you?
I now place one card face down and summon the Desruth Archfiend in attack mode to end my turn.
Don't you worry, Karibo. I'm totally still in this duel. Here goes. All right. They say the best defense is a good offense, but what's cool about this card is that it can let me have both. Sparkman, I'm putting you in attack mode. And arming you with the spell card, Spark Blaster. It has 3 blasts and lets me change the battle mode of any monster on the field for each of them.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think I know just the monster to use it on first.
So be it. Change the battle mode of my Skull Archfiend of Lightning. His 1200 defense points should make for easy conquest, unless the roulette negates your effect again.
Sorry, but that's not the monster I was talking about. In fact,
Oh?
my Sparkman's not even gonna use that blaster yet. He's attacking your Deathstroke Archfiend with Static Shockwave.
Interesting.
Oh, and as for who I'm gonna use the Spark Blaster on?
Himself?
Sparkman himself, from offense to defense.
I mean, sure, it was a move.
Coward. First you have your Sparkman attack my life points, and then you have him switch to protect your own. But it matters not. Nothing can protect you from this.
I'm not sure if that was the right play, but I'm not entirely sure what the right play would be.
My Skull Archfiend of Lightning affects not only me, but you too. And for as long as he's out on the field.
This is bad. I won't be able to last another turn.
So you're both kind of fucked then
Don't worry, Karibo,
if
buddy.
this game goes on one more
Still
round.
got Sparkman.
Because neither of you can survive 500 more points.
Last stream of fury.
Alright.
Next, I place a face down card and activate the spell card double spell. Now, by simply discarding one of the spell cards in my hand, I am allowed to use one of the spell cards from your graveyard.
Oh, damn.
Select emergency provision.
Oh, nice.
Now I sacrifice one meaningless card and regain a total of 1,000 life points. Your fate is
That's
sealed.
pretty sick.
You have not a single card remaining in your hand.
The shadows
Battle
must
Scar
take
will
us
your
soon.
last life points next turn. Then you'll join the rest of the students I've taken in the Shadow Realm.
Better make this turn count, because one way or another, it's gonna be my last. Here I come! I summon Elemental Hero Bubble Man in attack mode!
Fucking Bubble Man.
Now, Bubble Man will just burst if he's left alone. So if he's the last card in my hand when I summon him, I'm allowed to summon another monster. And there's more. If he's the only one on the field when he's summoned, I get to draw 2 more cards.
Okay.
Wouldn't you know? I drew his favorite, Bubble Shuffle. Actually, it's more of a 2-step. See, it works like this. I switch him and one of your monsters to defense mode. Then I sacrifice Bubble Man and summon a hero.
If my Skull Archfiend's counter effect does not render your spell card useless, that is. If this roulette lands on a 1, 3, or 6, your Bubble Shuffle spell fails to activate.
I've had bad luck with this thing.
Honestly. Nice. It's about time.
All right, finally, I win.
Seriously.
Now let's give a big Shadow Realm welcome to Elemental Hero Blade Edge. I know what you're
That's
thinking.
good.
He looks pretty sharp. Well, you're right. So sharp that when he cuts through your
That's your
defending
strongest monster so
all
far.
extra attack points go to you. Now, Hero Blade Edge.
It does piercing
Show him
damage.
how you got your name.
Just say it does piercing damage.
Slice and dice attack.
I think that's exactly 1400. Yeah.
Get off me! Kill my kids!
You have kids?
Wow, now those are some sweet special effects.
Good lord, you have children.
So realistic.
That makes this so much worse.
Huh? Think that's an exit? Well, good enough for me.
You're a pretty big piece of shit, though.
Let's make tracks.
Can't lie.
Jaden! You okay? Huh? Never better, guys.
What happened in there?
Awesome. I wonder what he does for an encore.
And he still hasn't put that together.
There were little monsters and vortexes.
Magic trick?
Actual
You don't
idiot.
think that was the real Shadow Realm?
Nah, it's all mirrors and fog machines, just like I said. Though I'd give my entire deck to know exactly how he did it. I've never seen anything like it.
Little Jaden must be beaten and paralyzed with fear by now.
Bro really wanted to traumatize one of his students.
Every last detail, every chattering of his jaw. What's this? It's that Shadow Duelist's Pandemonium card. He would never leave this behind unless he lost. What kind of Shadow Duelist would give up?
Well, good morning, sleepyhead.
Where am I? What are you doing here?
Hold on,
That's
what
rude.
kind of a thank you is that? We're here because we had to find the bad guy, win the duel, and rescue the damsel in distress.
Yeah, that strange man snatched me.
That's right. We found your card, and this.
My brother?
Of all people in the entire
Trace of him I've seen
in the entire like dorm, it had to be
That's
him.
right. I brought it to let you know that we want to help you find him. After all, we can't have you getting locked up in any more tombs searching for him all by yourself.
You really were worried about me, weren't you?
Uh-oh. Sun's up. We better get back before they notice that we're gone.
Bye, Alexis.
Yeah, later.
See you in
Wow.
class. Oh, and if anyone asks, we were never here!
But you were.
Of course.
You saved me. And now I might still be able to save my brother, too.
I would not count on it. If the Shadow Realm's real and all of that happened, his fate might be much worse than you think it is. That's not good. Yeah, like I said, it's been many a year since I've actually fully watched GX, and like, I don't remember where this was going at all. Like, genuinely bringing back the Shadow Realm, like, was this like a research facility for the Millennium items? Like I said, they're long gone. I don't even know if like the burial site is like public knowledge, you know, because only a select few individuals are actually there in the ceremonial duel between Atem and Yugi. But like, yeah, it seems like it was like a research facility, and for some reason, just researching the Millennium items kind of like kicked up the Shadow Realm somehow. Like, I have no idea how that actually happened or what the purpose of that even is, but apparently, yeah, that was the case. And like I said, that was actually just kind of crazy at this point. I mean, seriously. I was just saying earlier how, like, you know, GX doesn't take itself too seriously, but again, not even 10 episodes in, we are kind of going down that route of, like, taking things for a much darker tone. And it's definitely curious. It's definitely curious what the end goal about that even is, because, yeah, there's a lot of mystery behind this abandoned dorm. Like, you know, what was the purpose of it? What were they doing there? Were students, like, cherry-picked out of it to, like, you know, research the Millennium items? For what reason? You know, and again, like, if the Shadow Realm really did take them, like, is there any way of all of them coming back? You know, even if we get Alexis's brother back, like, what about the others? You know, what about the guy? Was he named at all in this? God, if he was named, I didn't even pick up on his name. I don't remember if he was even named in this set. Oh god, that's kind of bad. But yeah, that was like our first genuine like pick at like the Shadow Realm. Like I said, last season or last series, we were confirmed that, like, you know, with Bakura gone, with Zork gone, the Shadow Realm was gone. But I guess that's just how human nature works. They tampered with stuff they didn't want, that shouldn't have been tampered with, and for whatever reason, like, it comes back. Like, imagine if somehow, like, fucking Zork is back and he is, like, the final boss of GX, like, because of tampering. Like, that would be crazy. I don't know if we're going down exactly that route, but that would be pretty funny if we did, honestly. Like, I don't know. But yeah, guys, that was our first, like, long match of GX. Jaden's first big challenge. You know, all of his staple cards were beaten in that one. Really fun stuff. We've set up the lore for Alexis and her brother going on, you know. In general, expanded a lot on the lore of Duel Academy itself and how students have gone missing. God knows what they told the parents of that. But yeah, really fun stuff. And guys, you know, this is our first set of GX. Like I said, first 2 seasons, you know, I'm going to try and get through those pretty quickly by having probably some big sets go out there, and in general probably upload a little more frequently than I do with other series, because I do want to get to the content that I'm not familiar with, which is half the show, to be honest. But either way, you know, it took a lot longer than it probably should have, but we are now locked into Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, finally continuing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series off after so long. Like, I literally finished Duel Monsters in 2016, and I did the extra content related to Duel Monsters in 2020, you know, like, I take a long time for things, but I really am trying to get better at that now. So guys, hope you're in this one for the long ride with me, and I'll see you guys next time.